good. Check the position.
Hey, hey, you got your charger?
Yeah.
Hey, yeah. All right, there you go.
You need one? You need
Yeah, bring it over here. Yeah. I'm gonna see if, you know what I mean? We're gonna check it out and see what happens. Hey, somebody check this one. Make sure we on. Check shot in my pocket. Come on. Check shot in my pocket.
Yeah, we downtown. Oh, y'all, are you up here? Oh, shit.
We off of 9th and Commerce.
We off of 9th and Commerce.
Yeah.
9th and Commerce, right across from the Baptist Church.
Now, same open spot. This cross street.
All right, come on, brother. All right. What's it, brother? All right. All right. So.
Hey, good to see your phone. Hey, we probably got to shift down. Hey, y'all, let's shift down this way a little bit. Let's kind of shift down this way a little bit. All right. Hey, baby, come on, bro, stop stepping on that. You go down through that whole thing. You step on that car with me. I don't want to have to take you to the hospital.
I ain't trying to go to the hospital.
Yeah.
That's good.
I'm going to get bad himself. You know?
That's
How
good.
about
That's
one
good.
right here?
No. Just like, I was saying move down a little bit, not the whole.
Oh, right here?
Yeah. Or I'll adjust that. Y'all just move. I'll move.
Yeah, we should be good. Yeah.
I ain't know y'all grow something.
Nah, he snuck up on us then.
Why you still going back, Paul?
We got 2 more coming in, so I want to make sure we got room for everybody.
No, I should work. I mean, if
I'll adjust it as the brothers come in.
I mean, if we,
I just want to make sure we still roll. Just make sure we still roll.
okay.
Make sure, no, yeah, we'll just make sure we still roll.
But I would say we just shoot the camera over there.
Yeah.
With everybody right here.
Yeah. I mean, we have to step up there. You know what I mean? It can work too. And the first time in forever, the whole camp will be here.
Hey, let me know if we got volume on your side. So I'll be forgetting which one we got volume on your side. If y'all hear the traffic, we should be good on this side. And we've been doing this 26 minutes. We got volume? All right.
They said, no, it's Vince. But they didn't know that. And then so John was like, come on, listen to the Lord. And Peter was so fucking ripped. Because he was like, he understood it. Because then the Most High told him, can't get mad. This is the word, dude. Yeah. Everybody in camp, now we got standing problems, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Start by saying, call Lord Yahweh, Bashim, Yoshua, Bashim, Kakadash. Double honor, sponsor, elders, great millstone, rule and teach well. Peace, dedication, all y'all in four corners of the earth. We are YSO, Yahweh Shai, sanctified ones. Come to you today with a quick lesson. All right, somebody give me, what I say I want to go to, give me Esther. Somebody grab Esther, the ninth chapter. Matter of fact, Quan, grab Esther 9. You got your sword? Huh? Brothers, y'all get ready to get the precepts. Start at 1.
This is the book of Esther. I went to the Apocrypha.
Oh, yeah. The continuation.
I'm trying to be quick, man.
No. You good? Oh, I'm good. Yeah.
This is the book of Esther, chapter 1, verse 1. Now it came to pass in the days of Ahasuerus, this is Ahasuerus which reigned from India even unto Ethiopia over 100.
Now in the time of Esther, we know what time that was. Well, what timeline we dealing with? Come on, brothers, I know somebody give me the timeline. Esther is the time of who? Come on. Okay, it was captivity.
Is it Syrian?
It was the Medes. There you go. All right. Come on, we got to.
Hey, did you want to 9 and 1 or 1?
No, we had 9 and 1.
9 and 1.
You had 9 and 1?
This is Esther chapter 9, verse 1. Now in the 12th month, that is the month of Adar, on the 13th day of the same.
Now, I don't know if brothers know about the month of Adar. Somebody pull up on that blue letter Esther and go to the word Adar, which means glorious. Okay? So in this time that we coming into, it's a glorious time. Okay? But now you go into the 12th month, and this is something else right quick tell you that Esau is fucked up and Esau is off on his timing. The 12th month to the Israelites is between March and April. Okay? And we're going to the blue letter, we're gonna read it, and it's gonna tell you that month is the 12 months of us for us is March and April. Go ahead.
This is in the blue letter. Adar means glorious.
Right.
12th month corresponding to modern March, April.
That's it. So to the modern times, it will be March and April. They didn't say shit about December.
God.
You know what I'm saying? So here in America, they got December as the 12th month. The 12th Hebrew, right? It's 12th Hebrew month. You know what I'm saying? So Adar, right? So when you go back to that word, it's glorious. So that's the day of the 12th month, right? So it's a glorious time. But what happens during this time is what makes it glorious. Same thing is about to happen here in this kingdom, right? In that time of the kingdom, that 12th month was for them was a glorious month, man. Okay, and which was in March and April. Go ahead. Oh, and during that time, if you read further down, they also passed out gifts to one another, right? Go ahead. For real. So there you go. So during that time, it was a time of giving gifts, right? So that's what Esau switched it up. 6 months, used Christmas. Was it called a Saturday or
Saturday?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Esau uses that shit and switches it, but it's a whole. But when you go back to the Hebrew, the original point of it, hey man, damn man, look, the brother said, hey man, hey you got a sloppy, hey man, we got a full camp today, so you know, call on y'all about shimmy outside, man. You know? Yeah. That's right. That's right. Time. So that's right. So timing is off and timing is wrong. Okay. And then when you read in there, it talks about the 14th day. Well, how many days we got? We got 7 days. Right. So when brothers start going to check, tell you what day this is time. I don't see what brother gonna know the time of day. Because it's like, how you gonna know? Because there's so many places tell you that there was 14 days at a point in time in the scriptures. You know what I'm saying? So our time is from then to now. Hey man, it's way the fuck off, man.
Because right now you get that new moon that came on the 4th.
Yeah.
So you know it could be.
You know.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah. So I don't, you know. But all right, but go ahead. Go ahead.
This is Daniel. We are Daniel 7:25. He shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High.
Hey, Esau speaking great words against the Lord. And one way of him speaking great words against the Lord is changing his seasons and times. Changing his days. You know what I mean? Go ahead.
And to think to change times, laws, and they shall be given it to him until a time and dividing of time.
So the Lord gave it to Esau for a certain appointed time. For a certain amount of time, Esau is to reign, and Esau has, because it says in scripture, it says that the Lord has changed the times. But then also Esau, like you just read, himself, he took upon himself to change the Lord's time.
That's why you got, they like say, you know, this.
Right. He 1 hour before, 1 hour ahead, from 4 hours away from here to Kentucky. It's fucking 4 hours, you know, 1 hour ahead, 1 hour back.
And he also doesn't shoot a throw us off.
Yeah.
Because we don't even, and that's why when we get back to the kingdom of heaven, we're going to have to go and send the earth again.
Right.
And we're going to know the times, seasons, and all those things of that nature.
That's right.
You know, we've lost that.
That's right.
You know, and he also uses the zodiac.
Yeah.
We're supposed to be able to look at the stars, and tell the times, what time we're in, what season we're in, just through the stars.
Yep.
But we've lost that. Because why? Esau has changed the time.
Hell, you can't even see the stars.
Yeah, you barely can. You know? That's why you certain constellations and shit like that. We're supposed to be able to read. We're supposed to be able to, move through the stars.
That's why he covers up the stars.
Yeah.
Because if you into that, you'll be able to see the lineup.
Right.
Yeah.
The moon.
Yep.
That's why the moon, you can't see it on this side until after it's probably about a weekend.
Because Esau, he searched all those things up. The astrologers, on those stars, studies of the stars. You know, that's all they did. They study the stars. So they study these things and they look at them and they Esau knows. You know, that's why he moves on the left hand side.
Right. The Bible call them the stargazers.
Yeah.
And they monthly prognosticators.
Yeah.
Go ahead, brother.
Esther 9:1, now in the 12th month, that is the month of Adar, on the 13th day of the same, when the king's commandment and his decree drew near to put in execution, in the day that the enemies of the Jews hoped to have power over them, though it was turned to the contrary, that the Jews have rule over them that hated them. Verse
Now,
2.
if you read Esther, you will learn that Esther helped save Israel during the time through her marriage to the king of, I think it was a Syrian king, I want to say. But, wait, go, yeah, rough right quick. Time Esther. Who's the king of time Esther?
And though, Esther 1 and 2. In those days, when the king of Aram sat on the throne of his kingdom, which was in Shushan the palace, in the 3rd year of his reign, he made a feast unto all the princes and servants.
Yeah, so, well, anyway, but in that time, during that time of Esther, Assyrians. Yeah, Assyrians. The Persians. Okay? So that's the Persians, right? So during their time of reign, Salakia, well, I had to make sure I go back. It's been a minute since I looked over this. But during that time, the Persians is in rulership. Okay? That's the Persians and the who? The Medes. I said it earlier. Persians and the Medes. Okay? But during that time of rulership, we were subjugated. We were in slavery, unto them. And if you go through the book of Esther, you'll read that Mordecai had really became the king of the Jews, of the new king under captivity. Okay? The Lord gave him power by Esther, which was his niece, by marrying the king of Shur, which was the Persian king at the time, by marrying him, and then she gave the power back over to Mordecai. Because why? A woman can't hold power. A woman was not meant to hold power over a man. Okay? So even though she was the queen, the king of the Persians gave her the power, and she in turn gave all that power to Mordecai. Okay? So he became the king of the Jews. So further down when you go back into, when you went into the 9th chapter, you go and talk about the devastation and destruction that the Lord put upon our people to put upon the heathen nations. Okay? Go ahead. And that brings me to the point.
Esther 9 and 2. The Jews gathered themselves together in their cities throughout all the provinces of the king of Assyria. Throughout all the provinces of the king of Assyria, to lay hand on such as sought their hurt, and no man could withstand them, for the fear of them fell upon all people.
That's right. So they made them deadly fear, man. Okay, because once Esther went back into the rulership for the Jews, it put fear upon the people because Mordecai was a man of the Lord. Okay? And Mordecai believed in Yahweh Shem Yahushua. And so he used his power to do what? To seek out vengeance upon his enemies. Go ahead.
Verse 3. And all the rulers of the provinces, and the lieutenants, and the deputies, and officers of the king helped the Jews because the fear of Mordecai fell upon them.
That's right. Hey, so what the people did? The people they came and they he sucked the breast of the milk of the Gentiles, man. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because of the fear of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Go ahead.
For Mordecai was great in the king's house, and his fame went out throughout all the provinces. For this man Mordecai.
So same thing gonna happen to Jake, man. During that time, Mordecai got the fame for what? From the oppression, man, of the people, man. He was under captivity, but he ruled over them. He ruled over the king because whatever he wanted, he got. But because the Lord put a woman, and that's going to show you a woman is a helpmeet, right? When she was there to help Israel come back into this promise, man. She was there to help bring back the power of our people. And her way of helping was through marriage, was through sex, okay? Was through laying down her life, was by laying down her ass. So we could get the power back to rule over the nation.
That's right. Yahushua is king.
Yep.
So we're married back unto Yahushua, doing this work, out here sacrificing ourselves for Yahushua to come back. And through him we're gonna get the reign. Because right now Esau rules the earth. Right. We're calling back our Lord to come deliver us and save us, his bride, so we can be married back with the Lord.
That's right. That's right.
For Mordecai was great in the king's house, and his fame went out throughout all the provinces.
Hey, you should get fame in the land and place where you will put to shame. Hey, that's the first scripture come to my mind, man. You know what I'm saying? That teaches that even here on this side, it's going to be just like the time of Esther. You're going to get the fame in the land where you will put to shame. Because it's only here on this side where we've been put to shame. It's only here on this side where Esau can feel like they can come up and interrupt your conversation or interrupt your speech. It's only here on this side where you got to deal with the wicked that think they're ahead of you and above you. Okay?
For this man Mordecai waxed greater and greater.
That's right.
Thus the Jews smote all their enemies.
That's it, man. Hey, Mordecai waxed greater and greater, and thus the Jews smote all their enemies, man. So during that time, the enemies of Israel were being put to death. So if you put Israel in captivity, and you had a hand in it, doing for the Persians, in the meantime, you were put to death. Hey, and your king didn't give a fuck. He didn't have no power to stop it. Why? Because he was under the lust of a woman. The Lord put him under a spell to lust after Esther. She had to be so fucking fine. And I'm going to tell you how fine she fucking was. She probably had the body of, when they say the body of a goddess, that thing probably was out of control. You know what I'm saying? She was a virgin. You know what I'm saying? She had that good what they call it, that wop. You know what I'm saying? Her wop was like no wop before. It's been a few of them in the scriptures. The scriptures talk about that. Yeah, hey, Judah. Hey, what did Judah? Yeah, Bathsheba. But you talk about Judah. Hey, that heathen, he drunk himself to death, basically. Because then she chopped his head off. Go ahead. Susanna? Yeah.
Thus the Jews smote all their enemies with the stroke of the sword.
That's right.
And slaughter and destruction.
That's right.
And did what they would unto those that hated them.
That's right. Go ahead.
And in Shushan the palace, the Jews slew.
We're going to eat that through 19. Go ahead.
And in Shushan the palace, the Jews slew and destroyed 500 men.
Right.
And Parashaddah and Dala and I can't even say his name. Aspatha.
There you go.
And Poratha and Adiliah and Aradatha. And Paramatha and Arisai and Aridai and the Jitzata.
That's all right. Go ahead. Sorry.
The 10 sons of Haman, the son of Hamadatha, the enemy of the Jews, slew they. But on the
what do you say? They slew they? Go ahead. So they slew all the men. Go ahead.
But on the spoil,
and this is in captivity. This is in pure They was in pure captivity, bro. And the Lord put the power on to put death upon their enemies. Go ahead. So how much more now today, man? How much more now today that the Lord will put the power on the Israelites, the 144,000, to slew the so-called white man?
That's right.
In Genesis 9:6, who set up man's blood by man, so his blood be shed.
That's right, man. Hey, if you shed blood by man, your blood gonna be shed by man. Go ahead. That was it?
No, for in the image of the Most High made man.
That's right. Go ahead. Hold on. What you need? Oh, okay. Yeah. Go ahead. Run it.
This is Leviticus chapter 24, verse 17. And he that killeth any man shall surely be put to death.
That's right. That's right, man. So, so how many countless men has these people or this nation of Edom killed for countless of years?
This is Revelations 3:9. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity.
That's right.
He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword.
That's right, man. So we've been led in captivity by the so-called white man. So the Lord said, if you have lead a man in captivity, you will be murdered by that same devices, okay, that you use to murder, slave, rape, rob, pillage. Them same people, the very same things is going to happen to you and your people.
That's right.
Go ahead. Hold on. That it?
It is the patience and the faith of the saints.
That's right. So we patiently wait. So the Lord willing, we are the 144,000. Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai, Yahweh Ratazah, okay? Lord Yahweh Shai willing, that we are those men. And that we are waiting for that day to come patiently. Because we suffer. What does patience mean? To suffer. Okay? Because why? Because when you hear, you go through hell. You go through suffering. You go through pitfalls. You go through trials. You go through tribulations, man. You You go through afflictions when you're a so-called Negro, Latino, Native American. Go ahead. You got it.
This Exodus 21 and 6. See, and he that stealeth a man and stealeth him, or if he be found in his hand, he shall surely be put to death.
That's it, man. Hey, man, that's cut and dry, man. No more to say. Plain and simple, man. It spoke for itself. Go ahead, brother.
Esther 9 and 10, the 10 sons of Haman, the son of Hammedatha, the enemy of the Jews, slew they, but on the spoil laid they not their hand. On that day, the number of those that were slain in Shushan, the palace, was brought before the king. And the king said unto Esther, the queen, the Jews have slain and destroyed 500 men in Shushan. In Shushan, the palace.
Hey, so they slew 500 men in the palace. Hey, in the king's house. In the palace. They went to work inside of the king's house. In the palace. Keep going.
And the 10 sons of Haman, what have they done in the rest of the king's provinces?
So what else everybody else done? Now you got the 500 in here. Damn, what about the province? What about the rest of the land of the Persians and the Medes? What about what else they done did? Because it's about to be a whole bunch of killing. Go ahead.
Now, what is thy petition?
Now, what else you want, baby? What else, baby? What else you want to? Who else you want to kill? You know what I'm saying? Hey, you know, who else you want to? He was given permission to kill his own people. Go ahead.
And this shall be granted thee.
That's it. And this gonna be granted you, man. So, hey, really, that's the will of the Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, man. So he had to do the will of the Father, man. That goes back to Daniel, man. Hey, the Lord ruleth in his kingdom of men. It's Yahweh Hashem Yahushai ruleth in the kingdom of man, man. So whatever happens on this side is because Yahweh Hashem Yahushai deems it, man.
That's right.
Esau can't do no more, no less than the Lord let him do, man.
This Proverbs 21 and 1. The king's mind is in the hands of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh
Yes,
Hashem
sir.
Yahushai. As the rivers of waters, he turneth it whatsoever he will.
Somebody get that Daniel 2 sound.
Every way of a man is right in his own eyes, but the Most High, in the Most High, direct his steps. So, and that's it. Because everything, in a man's eyes makes you think that he's doing right. Because the Most High controls the mind. So the Heavenly Father put every spirit on him to do those things, to do his will. The Most High uses man to put out his own will upon earth. You know? The Most High puts forth judgment through man. So the Most High works on the minds of these kings. Just how our modern day king right now, creepy Joe Biden.
Yeah.
And the Most High gonna put the spirit on him to go to war with Russia, Iran. You know, all these other different nations, so we can go free. And the Most High's working the minds of these other kings of this world, so we can get free, man. So we can get the hell up out of here. You know.
Hey, I watched that show last night, just right quick. What's that cowboy show with all the Jakes up in just came out? Damn.
Harder they fall.
Say it again.
The harder they
the
fall.
harder they fall. Hey, that Jake was like the old school Jake. He was I forget that brother name, but he'd have been everything. Hey, they called that one brother. It was just Albert. They was like, yeah, he was like, because he was killing everybody. They was like, oh, he's the devil. Hey, the older Jake, the older head was like, he was like, nah, he ain't the devil. I done seen the devil, and the devil is white. Hey man, they put it in the movies, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? They put it in movies, bro. They can't, you know what I'm saying? Esau can't deny this shit no more. Because not even their own people, Jake, Kanye West, old wicked ass, running out talking against Esau, telling me the 12 times Judah or whatever you trying to say. Yo, that boy, yeah, you know what I'm saying?
He was everywhere, but yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
So this back Proverbs 21 and 1. The king's mind is in the hands of the Lord.
That's right.
As the rivers of water, he turneth it whatsoever he will.
Wherever, hey man, the Lord make him do whatever he want him to do. So Esau, everything Esau is doing, he's doing the will of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, man. There's no will on this earth that we do alone.
Right.
Okay? Because why? Because Mordecai and the Israelites wouldn't have been able to do the killing in the temple, in the palace of the king, unless it was the Lord making them do it. Okay? And how did he do it? He what's the word I'm looking for? He charmed the king, right? You know what I mean?
Charm and disarm.
That's it, man. Beautiful. That's it. I couldn't say it no better. He was disarmed by that beautiful ass Israelite woman, man. You know? Eve did her job. this time, she did right. You know, she made sure that men of the Lord was able to handle their business. So she kept the king distracted while they did the murdering, and she just forgave everything that was done because he loved her so much. You know, that's a badass woman, man.
Yeah. And that can go back to when you read in the second Esdras, I don't know if you got the subject, second Esdras, when he talk about the three things that would respect the king. Who's stronger than the king?
Oh yeah, the woman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Is it woman, wine, or
Woman,
wisdom?
yeah.
Yep. Hold on.
So Proverbs 21:2, every way of a man, every way of a man is right in his own eyes.
Right, in his own mind. So your way of thinking, yeah, you right. What you think, you right. If you thinking it, because it's your way, it's in your mind. You know? But when it comes to the will of Yahweh Shimei Shah, ain't nothing about you right. Because what you think is your will is his. Go ahead.
But Yahweh Shimei Shah pondereth the mind.
That's right, man. The Lord fuck with you shit. He be all up in your feet now. He be all up in your shit fucking with you. Making you think that you doing what you know, oh, this all me. I'm doing, you know. No, man, but it's the Lord doing it, man. It ain't you doing it. The Lord all up in your shit. He's sitting at the round table meeting. Look at this fool. Good job. Hey, good job. Hey, yeah, good job, Angel. Good job, devil. You know, it's because everybody's in order.
Puffed up.
Everybody, you know, they playing their part, man. And while the Lord's sitting there playing with everybody, man. Go ahead.
To do justice and judgment
That's right.
is more acceptable to the Lord than sacrifice.
That's it. Hey, man, to be justice and judgment, man. To give judgment upon the people is more just to give fucking sacrifice, man.
Huh.
This is Luke 16:15. And he said unto them, ye are they which justify yourselves before men.
That's right.
But the Most High knoweth your mind.
Fine. That's right.
For that which is highly esteemed among men
That's
is abomination
That's
in
right.
the sight of the Heavenly Father.
So you sitting up trying to glorify yourself and you want to be right and do right and be seen right. We don't give a fuck about being seen right. We're not doing this for the sight, the glory of men, man. We're not here to try to do right and see right for what the people feel to see. We trying to be justified by Yahweh Shimei Shai, man.
That's right.
And only how you be justified by the Lord is bringing out his scriptures, man. Doing the work, getting out the highways and byways, doing your videos. Put the work in, man. You know, this is the justification, man. You can't get justification without giving it back to Yahweh Shimei Shai.
That's
so
right.
fuck what man think, man. Okay? Because ain't nothing that man have that is any greater than the Lord, man. Because everything that man got is because of the Lord, whether you got it or you don't. Because the Lord pondered the minds of man. Okay? Even these wicked motherfuckers sitting on their beds. That's why he got them up sitting all night. He got them wickedly thinking of ways to do devious shit. And the angels sitting up at the round table, and the so-called white man sitting at home thinking about different ways to fuck Jake up. What can we put in the fabric to break their body skin down and shit? What can we put in their food, in the water? What can we put in the air? You know? Yeah, what can we give their women? What can we give their women to fuck them up? So what can we put in the hair that their women wear? So when they go home, that spirit come off of them and they wanna fight their husbands, and then we get them put in jail and prison. So now we can make money off them, and now we can put them back in physical slavery. This devil always working. Why? Because the Lord is His will. So when the Lord is fucking with you niggas, it's His will. Go ahead.
This Proverbs 16:1. The preparation of the mind is in men.
Say that again.
The preparation of the mind is in men.
Hey, the preparation of the mind is. Say that again, Sauce. The preparation of go ahead. Yeah.
The preparation of the mind is in men.
Uh-huh.
And the answer of the tongue is from the Lord.
Woo! That's heavy, man. Hey, but that's also a double edge. Because whether it's a wicked action, it's still from the Lord. You know what I'm saying? So the Lord's still making you prepare. It don't matter which way you prepare, whether it's righteous or wicked. But you doing it.
Isaiah 64 verse 6. For we are all as an unclean thing.
That's right.
And all our righteousness are as filthy rags.
That's right, man.
And we all do fade as a leaf, and our iniquities, like the wind, have taken us away.
Because that's right, because we all die, man. So we all fade away like a leaf. A leaf got a cycle, right? It comes to life, it blooms, it blossoms, then it withers, falls off the tree, and it dies. But also this man, we have a cycle in life, right? We live, we die. So everything is in its natural order to its natural state. Go ahead. Who had a piece of it? Wait, sorry, read that one more time. We saw about this.
It's Isaiah 64:6. For we are all as an unclean thing.
We're all unclean, right? So naturally, and our righteousness is as filthy rags, man. So even being men of the Lord, why? Because we all fell off, man. We all got something in us that we did wrong at some point in time in our life. Maybe we was right on this side, but on the last side, man, we was real fucked up. And maybe some of us real fucked up on this side, but we come back right. You know what I'm saying? So we all got some unclean. Hey, every day you can sin. The shit. The Lord said you can think and sin. You know what I'm saying? A thought, yeah, it comes out as your action, but you can have a thought. And we have wicked ass thoughts. If you act on it, yeah,
In 2 Corinthians 13:8, for we can do nothing against the truth but for the truth.
That's right. Hey, can't nobody do nothing against the truth but be for it, man. Even when you coming up against the truth, be for the truth, because it was spoken that you was gonna come against the truth. So everything you do, the Lord got to answer, man. It's checkmate, bitch, all around the table. You know what I'm saying? Everywhere you go, you caught it there. I got that nigga. No, you don't, because the Lord got you on the backside. Everywhere you look, you in check. And the Lord don't play with the queen, he playing with the king.
While you playing checkers, the Most High is playing chess.
That's right.
Because you jumping around everywhere, but the Most High done got you on 4 or 5 different spots before you. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. You, man. That's right. And that show you in the book of Esther. The book of Esther show you that the Lord checkmated many men with his fucking queen. I mean, he checked him with the queen and checkmated him with the king. Because who was the king? It was Mordecai. He came back and rocked your ass. Right? She put you to sleep. He put you to death. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't like Esau. He'll check you with the king, checkmate with the queen. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the kind of shit is that? Well, that bitch is weak. You know what I mean? She serves a purpose. You know what I mean?
This is Jeremiah 10:23. Oh Yahweh, I know that the way of man is not in himself.
That's right. The way of man is not in himself. What does that mean, man? The way of man is not in himself. Meaning it's not for you to do your own will. It means that you don't have a will.
That's right.
Motherfuckers driving up and down these streets is the will of the Lord. Motherfuckers gonna smoke dope and practice because the Lord put it out there for you to do it. It's what the Lord deemed your wicked ass to be because you was the wicked. Murderers, your victim gonna be the murderers because you doing the murder. Hey man, in Nashville, man, motherfucker, it was Esau, man, chasing another Edomite down the street, boy, busting at him, boy. You know, I just talk, boom, 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 boom. Like I thought that was, that's Jake on me in the hood doing some shit like that. Hey man, then they get out of the car, it's Esau, man. 2 Edomites, man. You know, so the Lord is putting it in this nigga's mind to revert back to his animalistic ways, man. The very shit that he put on Jake, now Esau is doing it, man. Yeah. You know? What you doing?
This is Jeremiah 10:23. Oh Yahweh, I know that the way of man is not himself.
Right.
It is not in man that walketh to direct his steps.
That's right.
O Lord, consider me, but with judgment, not in thine anger, lest thou bring me to nothing.
That's right, man. Because the anger of the Lord is his wrath, man. Right?
Pour out thy fury upon the heat, that know thee not, and upon the families that call not on thy name.
That's right.
But they have eaten up Jacob and devoured him and consumed him and have made his habitation desolate.
That's right, man. And so right here, right now, on this side, and we've been eaten up. We've been consumed. Our habitation has been made desolate, man. But he said, Lord, guide my path, guide my steps. Right? Not my mind. Like, what did Yahweh Shai say? Not my will, Lord, but yours. Let your will be done. Let thine will be done. Your will, man. That's right. Go ahead.
Genesis 50:20. But as for you, ye thought evil against me. But the Most High meant it unto good.
That's right, because why? Because the Lord rules in the hearts of men, man. The Lord ruling your mind. Okay? Hey, bring that out Daniel 2 right there. Daniel 2, what was that, 20? 21?
Daniel 2 and 21, and he changes the time and the season.
Now that's the Lord changing time and season. We just read here where it said that Esau changed the time and season. But the Lord changed it. Go ahead.
He removes it.
So even when Esau changed it, still the Lord doing it. The Lord did it again. But what he used man to do it this time. Go ahead.
He removes kings and setteth up kings.
Hey, he removes kings and setteth up kings.
He giveth wisdom unto the wise.
That's right.
And knowledge to them that know understanding.
That's right. So hey, that's it, man. So so the Lord rules in the house of man. Whether if you a king, whether if you are Esther, a queen that gave the power back over to that was over to Mordecai was supposed to be the king. Either way it goes, whether you the heathen nations, whether you the wicked, you Esau, no matter who you are, no matter what nation of people you are, everything you do, every waking beating of your life is because Yahweh Hashem El Shai has deemed it for you.
This is Acts chapter 1 verse 7. He said unto them, it is not for you to know the times or the seasons.
That's right. It's not for you to know. God, why? The time is in the Lord's hand, man. Go ahead.
Which the Father hath put in his own power.
Man. It's in the Lord's power. Yahweh Shai don't even know the time of his Father, man. And he's right there with him, hand to hand. He's on his right hand. When you say, sit you on my right hand, will I make thy enemies thy footstool? Okay? So the Lord is right there next to Yahweh. But Yahweh ain't even told him.
Yes.
Go ahead.
This is Romans 9 and 15. For he saith to Moses, I will have mercy on whom I will have mercy.
That's right.
And I will have compassion on whom I will have compassion.
That's right.
So then it is not of him that willeth,
That's right.
nor of him that runneth, but the Most High
That's
that showeth mercy.
Yes, sir.
For the scripture saith unto Pharaoh, even this same person have I raised thee up.
That's right.
Raised thee up that I might show my power in thee,
Just to bring you down.
and that my name might be declared through all the earth.
That's it. Just to show the power of Yahweh Hashem El Shai. All of everything that's being done on this earth, from King Ashur to every king, Babylonian, Egypt, every captivity, was just to show and prove that Yahweh Hashem El Shai rules. That there's no rule upon this earth like the power of Yahweh Hashem El Shai. Go ahead.
Therefore have he mercy on whom he will
That's
have
right.
mercy.
So if the Lord put mercy upon the wicked and the heathen, it's because he want to do it. Because that's his will to do it. Go ahead.
And whom he will harden him.
And if he put hell on you Israelites, it's because he want to put hell on you Israelites. Go ahead.
Thou wouldst say that unto me, why doeth he yet find fault? For whom have resisted his will?
Who can resist the will of Yahweh Hashem El Shai, man? Who can tell the Lord, I'm not doing what you want me to do? Jonah learned that shit. Okay? First person come to my mind is Jonah. What did the Lord do? He threw his ass right in the belly of the fish. Whatever the hell the fish was, I never knew it was a whale because the whale actually swallowed the man. About 6 months back. Okay? It actually swallowed that motherfucker. Had him all up in this shit. And let him out. Proving the scriptures, man. Got a man go inside of the whale. Okay? Go ahead. If they say whale eats small stuff. It shows that a man can fucking small. Alright? Go ahead.
Nay, but O man, who art thou, replies against the Most High? Shall the thing formed say to him that formed thee, why hast thou made me thus?
Right. So if you got a toy, you got clay, you form it, the clay ain't gonna turn around and say, man, why the fuck you make me this? You know? You know what I'm saying? It's gonna, hey, what it's gonna do, it's gonna say nothing because you're the potter, you're the maker, you're the creator. You made it, so it's just gonna do exactly what you tell it to. Okay? Go ahead.
Slakia, have not the potter, wait, Slakia, so back to 20. Nay, but oh man, who art thou that replies against the Most High?
Yeah.
So the thing formed say to him that formed it, why hast thou made me thus?
Right.
Have not the potter have power over the clay?
That's right, man.
Of the
You're the
same
potter, you got the power over the clay. So Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua is the creator. He got power over the clay. He got power over the people. Over everything it's been built. Go ahead. Every thought that's in man's mind is controlled by Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. Go ahead.
over the clay of the same lump, to make one vessel unto honor and the other to dishonor.
So whether you righteous or wicked, one vessel was made wicked, the so-called white man, Esau. Esau, Edom, I do you. Okay? And another vessel was made righteous, the so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans. Chief Edom, 144,000. Because you 2/3 niggas ain't shit.
What if the Most High willing to show his wrath and to make his power known, endure with much long suffering the vessels of wrath fit for destruction?
That's right, man. So the people, the nations, the wicked, you're the vessel, man. You're fit for destruction. You were made to be destroyed. Your sole purpose is to be so the Lord can show his power, man, to the world, so the Israelites can get their shit right. He want to prove who he is. He gonna prove who he is through bringing your ass up. He took the basis of man and rose them up. He put the basis of men over kings, over the righteous. He took the lowly, who the actual lowly, he put you fucking heathens, you animals that brain that ate Milos by the bushes. Okay? He brought you and put you over his own people, over his precious people, just so he can bring you the fuck down and to show that he ruled in the hearts of men.
Exodus 4:10. This Exodus 4:10. And Moses said unto the Lord, O my Lord, am I not eloquent either herefore, nor since thou hast spoken unto thy servant?
Hey, when he said, am I not eloquent, he meant, did he not know the words of Hebrew, man? Okay? Moses didn't have a speech impediment. Moses was hella smart. He was raised in Pharaoh's house, but he was raised under the gods of Pharaoh. So he understood the Egyptian, but he wasn't well versed in Hebrew. That's why Aaron was his mouthpiece, because Aaron spoke fluent Hebrew. Moses didn't, so he couldn't speak it in that he couldn't speak it like Aaron could. Go ahead.
But I am slow of speech and of a slow tongue.
Slow of speech, slow tongue, meaning the tongue, the language. He was slow to that language. We are still slow to the language of Hebrew. The Lashawan Kodash. We are slow to the pure natural tongue. We're slow to that tongue. When you're slow to something, means you lack the knowledge of it. You're ignorant. Being ignorant is not to know, it's to lack. Go ahead.
And the Lord said unto him, who hath made man?
Being ignorant ain't going out and that nigga ran in front of somebody. That's an ignorant nigga. No, dumbass. That's not being ignorant. Being ignorant, that's an ignorant nigga because he got his pants hanging down off his ass. No, dumb. Well, in a way, but no, dumbass. Ignorance is to not know because the nigga know what he doing. He know he got his ass out. You feel it? He know it. Okay? Esau, Edom is ignorant to who they are because they don't know why? Because their people hasn't told the so-called white man that they're the actual Idumeans. That they go back to Esau. So that's being ignorant, lacking of knowledge. So-called Negro is ignorant of who he is. He call himself a nigger. He call himself a black man. And when you're brown, he's ignorant to know that he's Israelite of the Bible. That's called being ignorant. Okay? Not to know, to lack knowledge or understanding. Okay?
Exodus 4:11. And Yahweh said unto him, who hath made man's mouth? Who maketh the dumb or deaf?
That's right. Who make them dumb or who make them deaf? Okay? When you see the dumb and deaf come around, slapping their head, can't talk, who did that? That's the power of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua at work. That's a miracle. It's a miracle. See, people say, oh, it's only a miracle. It's only a miracle when something is done good. I'm gonna tell you, it's a fucking miracle when you see this whole fucking world, and when you see the wickedness of this world, and you see somebody go by deaf and dumb. That's a fucking miracle. Because how the fuck did that happen? Who did that to you, man? Who did that? Sorry. You know, it's the truth. You know, we see miracles only on one side of life. Everybody will say, oh shit, the Lord, oh shit, oh, the Lord put them to death, oh, the Lord said, no, man, it's a miracle, man. The miracle is like, God damn, how did that scalpel fall down and how did you kill yourself like that? Like, that's a fucking miracle.
On point.
Yeah. You know?
Or the seeing or the blind have not I the Lord?
That's
now
it.
therefore go, and I will be with thy mouth, and teach thee what thou shalt say.
Hey, that's what he's doing now. That's why we speaking now the things of the Lord. We're not speaking of our own. Now, I might be elaborating on it. I might be embellishing on it. I might be giving a further breakdown on it. But all this, what I'm speaking is all of the mouth of the Lord.
Hey, God, that go back to what the brother said about the mind is prepared, or man prepares the mind, but the answer coming from the Lord.
That's right. Because no matter what's in your mind, everything come out is because the Lord wanted it. And when it's in your mind, it's because the Lord wanted it. The man can think what he want to think, but the minute that whatever come out, it's all the Lord that's making it do it. The Lord ponders the mind, man. He ponders it. The Lord is in it, playing with it. Go ahead.
It goes back
Is that
to
it?
Job 33, got a couple precepts in there. Job 33:15, at night when the slumber and sleep. Man,
Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's right.
Hey, bring that up, brother.
That's right.
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 8 and 4, where the word of the king is, there is power. And who may say unto him, what doest thou? So the point is right there, hey, when the Most High makes a decree, nobody can say anything against it, man. Like you went into earlier, man, with the potter and the vessels, man. If the Heavenly Father says something, that's the way it's going to be.
That's right. That's it. Got something else? We're going to go back to Esther.
Yeah, I got one last one. This is Proverbs chapter 21 and verse 30. There is no wisdom, nor understanding, nor counsel against Yahweh.
That's right, man. So you're fucked, man. Okay, this whole world is in a trick bag, man. All right, you know, you in a fucking maze that you just can't get out of. And you see how people always run around the same block, the same people. If you go up and down, fucking Broadway. You go all up and down Broadway. They doing constantly the same shit back and forth. They're in a fucking rat race, a maze, man. Okay, and you can't seem to find your way out of it, man. Right? You know, it's just like in regular life. You're in the fucking maze. You go home, you go to work. You're set. Your shit is already set for you to do, man. You know, so there's no way out of it, man. The Lord already got you hit. You done. You just can't see it yet. It just hasn't manifest physically yet. Go ahead. Is that it?
That was it. That's kind of like how we talk about as far as time. Esau always worrying about the time. Because his time is what? Limited. You know what I'm saying?
So he got one
So he got one short time.
Right.
So you know when you know Jake like watches. But Esau really like watching, man. Because he's always observing the time.
Yeah.
You know, you see him doing them G7, G20.
Yeah.
Why? They're always observing the time because the Lord already set a time for these days.
That's right. And he got a bow that he cannot pass.
Job.
Job
I read that back
Go
when
ahead.
he just said that. What's that? The G what?
G7,
G7,
G20.
G7.
Right. And he says, there is no wisdom, nor understanding, nor counsel against the
road.
So even when they think that they're getting together to do these little meetings, and the Heavenly Father's already the one that's putting that in place, orchestrating.
That's right.
It says that there's no wisdom against him. So whatever they know, that's what the Heavenly Father wants you to know.
Hey, that goes back to being a vessel fit for destruction. He's giving them that power to destroy themselves. Because everything that they do is for destruction. It's death. Right? Esau brings no life. He brings death. You know, he teaches that. Like I said, we went back to the months. Winter is what? It's death. Winter represents death. Because everything is fucking dead. Okay? There's no life on trees. Especially when you're in a colder climate. Okay? Now you can go to probably fucking Florida or fucking, you know, out west, you still got trees because the seasons don't show up winter out there like you do out here. But when you out here, from the certain parts of the mid-south to the north, you know you in winter and you know everything around you is fucking dead. Okay, you know your seasons, man.
Yeah, there's certain trees and certain, you know, like a rose bush, it sometimes withstand, sometimes the winter. But most times it don't.
Most times they die.
Yeah, but most of the, like some of the trees that's green, they stay green.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's a person like, you know, like you said, the Lord, it's about the Lord's will.
That's
so
right.
You go back to the scripture you just want. This is Job 14, verse 5. Seeing his days are determined, the numbers of his months are with thee.
That's right.
Thou
the
hast
number of his months is with Yahweh Shem Al Shah. Okay, the number of the months of Esau, that's why he's, like the brother said, they like to watch. They watching us because we're teaching them the times. Yeah. They know how close they're getting. Because there was a point in time when we couldn't do these things.
That's right, bro.
We weren't standing on the corners. You know, and when they killed Elder Abba Biggins in the 70s or something, and he was out on the corner, some guy killed some Ishmaelites, and they put him to death. You know, because it wasn't time for that at that time. He was the bringing out of it. He was the coming of it. And now you know the times that now we on the corners, and East Amen, shit, hell, Syrians don't even really come past no more, man. I mean, they used to come past all the fucking time, man. You know, they stop, come sit, you know, come up and see what we doing and shit. Man, you know, the times of the time, man. Things is changing, man. You know, go ahead.
God. They continue, Job 14 and 5, the numbers of his months are with thee.
That's right.
That has appointed his bound that he cannot pass.
That's right. So Esau, you can't go past your time. Your time is almost up, man. You only have a limited time on this earth to rule and reign. And you know it. You know, so you sit around and you cause a little havoc as you can. Because baby, when it's over, it's over. When the fat bitch sings, she gonna sing. You know?
And that's a beautiful saying you said, brother, because when we came out and the other brothers started to come out in these cities, you seeing the rush Esau's action.
Yeah.
He wasn't laid back no more. He was building like we see buildings building up. Yeah. He's carrying it up, man. In every city, they're building like hell. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, it's like they trying to hurry get that last win in, man. They trying to get to that race, trying to win it. You know, but you can't make it. You wasn't made to make it. You were put on this earth to be destroyed. This world was made to be destroyed.
That's right.
Right? It's like a little kid on all these fucking Lego blocks. He built up all these fucking Legos until one day he like, oh fuck it, I don't want to play with it no more. And just tears it all the fuck down. Well, that's what the Lord is gonna do, man. He's just gonna rip it all the fuck down because he's sick of it. You know, there's no interest to him anymore. You know, now it's time for his people to win.
I got a quick precept, brother. This is Isaiah 46, verse 10. Declaring the end from the beginning, and from ancient times the things are not yet done, saying my counsel shall stand.
From the ancient times, so these things have been already spoken of. The end has already been declared. When the Lord began the earth, the end was already written. It was already over. The minute that the Lord had the men of the Lord to start creating this earth, the minute he started creating Yahweh Shai, it was already over. The end, the Lord already had the end written out. It was done. Okay? So there's only a point in time that every kingdom is going to rise and fall. It happened. Now this is that last kingdom. That's why it's the feet. The feet is the what? The end of the body. The beginning of the body is the head. The end is the feet. You're at the last. Go ahead.
My counsel shall stand.
Hey, Lord's counsel shall stand. No matter what. Whatever he decrees, what it's going to be. Go ahead.
And I will do all my pleasures.
That's right, all his pleasures. Anything the Lord feels good to him, he going to do it all. Do this me. Go ahead.
Calling, that was the point, but calling a ravenous bird.
That's it.
This is Sirach, chapter 10, verse 14. For the Most High have cast down the thrones of proud princes, and set up the meek in their stead. The Lord hath plucked up the roots of the proud nations, and planted the lowly in their place.
Right.
The Lord overthrew countries. The Lord overthrew countries of the heathen, and destroyed them to the foundation of the earth.
Hey, you can go back, look at what the Lord is doing to work over in fucking Damascus, man. Look what the Lord's doing over there in Syria, man. Look what the Lord is doing. Because what's that talking about? What's that? Is that Jeremiah? Is that Jeremiah? Or is it? No. Damascus is going to be a wilderness heat. Hey man, the Lord is tearing that motherfucker down. You might be in Isaiah 17. Jeremiah 17, Isaiah 17. Somebody found it for me. Damascus will be a wilderness. I think it's like either Isaiah 17, it's like Isaiah 17 or Jeremiah 17. But that's what's happening right now. I think it's Isaiah. I want to say it's Isaiah. But that's what's happening right now over in Damascus, man. You know, and the people can't see it. When you read the scriptures, you go back to it and you see where's Damascus? It's in Syria, man. Iraq, all that area, man. It's going to be a wilderness heat. You go over there, hey man, one half of Syria is fucking tore the fuck down from years of bombardment, bombs, and just constant fighting and war in that motherfucker. Yeah. Isaiah 17. Isaiah, it was either Jeremiah or Isaiah 17. Somebody bring that out. Read that. Somebody read. Go ahead, read.
This is Isaiah chapter 17, verse 1. The burden of Damascus, behold, it's Damascus.
The burden of Damascus, man. Right now, Damascus is in the land what you call modern day Syria. Okay? And Syria right now is burning. Syria is a fucking wasteland. A part of it is half of it is fucking blown down by weapons of war of America, man. Dropping bombs on their fucking cities. It's a wilderness heat. Go ahead.
Behold, Damascus is taken away from being a city.
It's taken away from being a city, man. Syria is no fucking city no more. Go ahead.
And it shall be a ruinous heap.
A what?
Ruinous heap.
It should be a ruinous heap. Damascus is a ruinous heap. You go look up somebody give me present day Damascus. Modern day Damascus. Look it up. Look at this thing. What's it say? Oh, you got the pictures of it. Right, that's it, man. You know, that's it. Show the camera. Hey, show the camera. Just put on that camera. So that's it, man. Damascus has become, that's a lie.
Explain to me.
Yeah, so it's showing that Damascus is pretty much a heap. It should have been bombarded with bombs over how many years now? I mean,
It's been years.
going back.
10 years plus?
Gone.
Hell, it's been shit, even more than that.
Gone. Yep.
It started
So it's a ruinous heap.
Hey, now pull up present day. Where is Damascus? What country? Where is Damascus? Present day Damascus. Now it's still called Damascus. Yeah, Syria. I just know. I'll bring it up to that.
Syria.
Syria.
Right there. As soon as you pull it up,
So you pull up Syria. Present day Damascus is what you call Syria. And we know what happened in Syria today. It's nothing but war. Bombs dropping all over this wilderness heat. The ruinous heat. The brother I said wilderness. Well, hell, it's fucking wilderness. The brother, hey. So that's going to be America, man. America's going to be a wilderness heat. Just as Damascus is, man. It's food, man.
This is Jeremiah chapter 49, verse 23. Considering Damascus is confounded and appeared, for they have heard evil.
Hey, something is confounded. What is it? Y'all brothers know? Anybody? Any brother? When you confounded. Speechless. Confused, man. Okay? Hey, Damascus is in a confused state. How did this happen to us? Why this happened to us, man? Why are we going through this turmoil? Why the Lord hate us so much? Because they know this is biblical. So when you watch Damascus becoming a ruinous heat, you know what time you is.
That's right.
So the scriptures speaking, hey, this is your best news channel. Okay? You want to get the right news, get the scriptures, man. It literally talk about a land called Damascus back east, and it's going to be a ruinous heat. You go to Damascus, and it's a fucking ruinous heat. It's being bombarded every day. drop shit. Iran and fucking the fake Jews, they dropping bombs over there, man.
Listen,
Go ahead.
jump to verse 24. It's back Jeremiah 49:24. Damascus is wax feeble.
That's right. Hey, feeble. What is it to be feeble? To be weak, man. Weakness. When a woman is considered feeble, she's the weaker vessel. Go ahead.
Damascus is wax feeble and turneth itself to flee the fear.
Hey, they fleeing. Hey, because what did they do? What did their people do? When the bombs started dropping, they got the fuck out of Damascus, man. They not there. They done ran out. They're what you call them, refugees, man. Yep. They got them in camps and shit, away from all the fighting, man.
Gone.
You know, because it's been many deaths when they started bombarding. Hey, the people didn't know what the hell to do. They was confused. Like, why they all overnight, all of a sudden, they just started having war in Syria. And it's all in the scriptures, man. Go ahead.
Damascus is wax feeble and turneth herself to flee and fear.
And turning herself to flee and fear.
Have sighs on her. Anguish, sorrows have taken her as a woman in travail.
That's it, man. So all through Damascus, man, which right here, right now, today, is in today modern, what you call Syria. Hey, man, they're in pain. Like a travailing woman. The people has fled the land. There's a few there, but it's a certain side that they have yet to touch. What's that? Alabama Sergeant or something like that? I can't think of his name. How you say? Y'all know how I say his name? Al-Bar Sergeant, the president that's working with Putin and them. He's still there. You know, he's in power because of Russia. You know what I'm saying? Because if it's not for him, because America would have ran him over long ago. You know, if not for Russia being in there. But right now, his land is ruins. Okay? So when you see it coming to pass in the scriptures, you know what's coming to America, man.
Yes.
You know what's coming here because Damascus is falling. And as the fall of Damascus falls, the next is America, man. Go ahead.
How is the city of praise not left? The city of my joy. Therefore here young men shall fall in her streets.
Hey, and the same gonna be for here when the hell come here, man. So shall be the same way. It's gonna be a ruinous heat. Her man shall fall in the streets. Go ahead.
And all the men of war shall be cut off.
That's right, ain't death. When you get cut off, it's done. There's no more, no lasting number. Murder, laid in the streets, dead corpse on the ground. Go ahead.
Shall be, what's up in 26? Therefore, here young men shall fall in her streets.
That's right. Hey, how many young men have fell in the streets of Damascus, man? You can go back over and look at the videos and see him running, screaming, hollering, crying about the bombs and the Israelis dropping bombs on them, and you know their family members dead and overrun the hospitals, and the hospital was so bad they had people littered along the fucking streets because they had nowhere to go. They had nowhere to put them. Little kids, little babies, little girls, little boys. The Lord don't give a fuck. Lord's no perspective of persons, man. And then you the fucking heathen. So you're spittle. You're nothing, man. You know, it's like when you go take a shit. You don't pull it out the toilet. You just flush it and keep it moving. You know, that's what the Lord's doing. He pushing destruction. He keeping it rolling, man. Go ahead.
Therefore her young men shall fall in her streets.
That's right.
And all the men of war shall be cut off.
That's right.
In that day saith the Lord of hosts.
That's right, man. The Lord of armies, man.
And I will kindle a fire in the wall of Damascus, and it shall consume the place of Ben Hadid.
Ben Hadid, yeah.
Ben Hadid.
That's it, man. It's being consumed. Okay? Damascus is being currently today a wall of fire. You can see the missiles they just dropped. It was like yesterday. Yesterday they wall of fire, man. Consuming that bitch. You know?
And it always goes back to, like your brother, it always goes back to, like you said, how the boys are running and getting killed. And what happened when they showed the women on TV? They always be in a distraught state.
Travailing, hollering, screaming, in pain, angry. Don't know what to do. It's all like fucking gobbling chicken.
Shaking their fists at Allah.
Yeah. Go ahead, who have piece up? Go ahead.
Second Esdras 6 and 55. All this All this have I spoken before thee, O Lord, because thou madest the world for our sake.
That's right.
As for the other people which also come of Adam, thou hast said that they are nothing but be like unto spittle,
That's right.
and have likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel.
That's it, man. So a drop of water, a drop of nothing. You just nothing. You spit. So the Lord is doing what He will, what He please, and your fucking babies, your children, your old grandmas. Hell, what was done to what did the Lord do to His own people?
That's right.
The Lord did Israel like that.
His own son.
His own son. It pleased Him to bruise him, and he was pleased by beating that ass. Okay. The Lord was pleased by putting bruises on His son, the stripes. So how much more is He of the 144,000, the whole nation?
It goes down with that beat down, like mentally.
That's
You
right.
said mentally, physically. You go through those heartaches and pains, man. And you see it through other nations, like you said, it's spittle to them. But to us, man, hey, the Most High put hell on us, man.
That's right. It still is. Continue. Go ahead.
57. And now, O Lord, behold, these heathens which have ever been reputed as nothing.
Reputed as nothing, man.
Reputed as nothing.
You are reputed as nothing, but you have power to get power over the Israelites, man. Okay? You're the vessel that is nothing. You're spit in the eyes of the Lord. Okay?
And now, O Lord, behold, these heathen which have ever been reputed as nothing have begun to be Lord over us and to devour us.
That's right.
But we, the people whom thou hast called thy firstborn, thy only begotten, and thy favorite lovers, are given unto their hands. If the world now be made for our sake, why do we not possess an inheritance with the world? How long shall this endure?
That's right, man. But our inheritance is in Yahweh Shemi outside.
That's right.
Okay? Our inheritance is in teaching the scriptures. And we get it through the Lord, through the sacrifice that the Lord made for us, man. Anybody have something else?
It's 2nd Ezra, chapter 9, verse 7. And everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith, whereby ye have believed.
So you're gonna escape this shit, this terrible fire. You're gonna escape the trials of Syria. You're gonna escape the hell that Damascus went through. Only by, read that again.
It said, and shall be able to escape by his works
By your works.
and by faith, whereby ye have believed.
By your faith where you have believed. Because if you out here doing the work, you got faith. Okay? Because faith is bringing your ass out here. Faith is what got you out here standing on the highways and byways. And this is the works. Okay?
Verse 8, shall be preserved from the said perils, and shall see my salvation in my land.
Hey, because the perils will come as destruction, man, upon this earth. Okay, destruction has already started in the east. Destruction been started in the east. The Lord been tearing Syria's ass up. Okay, Iran getting hit. Israel's getting hit. Okay, destruction is all up in the east, man. It's just gonna come. It's only for a short time until it gets here to America. Because it's America that's causing all the chaos. All the turmoil is coming out of Babylon. Okay? Europe. Go ahead.
Said, verse 8, shall be preserved from the said perils, and shall see my salvation in my land and within my borders, for I have sanctified them for me from the beginning.
That's right. Yeah, that's enough said on that. That's it. Everybody got something else to go back to.
Like you said,
Go ahead.
while we out here, this is Hebrew chapter 11, verse 1. Now faith is substance of things hoped for,
That's right.
the evidence of things not seen.
That's right.
For by it the
We
elders.
don't see the kingdom, man. Physically, you don't see the kingdom. All we see is hell, death, slavery. You know, pain, anguish. But if you're a spiritual man, you should see it. Your third eye is open. You can see your penile gland. You can see the kingdom.
So through the words.
That's right. When the Bible get to going, these words get to churning, your mouthpiece get to moving, you can see what the Lord got coming to you.
Isaiah 14.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's when you start having that eye to see the kingdom of heaven, man.
That's right. Go ahead.
All right. This is verse 2. For by the elders obtain a good report. Through faith we understand that the world was framed by the word of the Most High.
That's right.
So that the things which
So
are
it's the word
seen.
of the Most High that framed the world, man. It framed all things, man. It's His word. Hey, what's that? 1 John? I mean, not 1 John, but John. Is that John 1st chapter? The word was God, and the word was with God. You know, the word was Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai, man. By His words, everything was made, because the Lord spoke a word for it to be done, and so it was done.
Were framed by the word of the Most High, so that the things which are seen were not made of things which do appear.
Right. It looks like man made it. It looks like this is something that was man-made by the world, but its actuality is the mouthpiece of the Lord. Okay, like we said, it goes back to Lord who rules in the hearts of men. Okay, the Lord setteth up rulers and He bringeth them down. Okay.
We're gonna bring up 1 John.
No, it's all right. We gotta go. Go ahead and go back to Esther.
This is Esther, chapter 9,
Bring them up. Don't just
verse.
Bring them up. What you got? Huh? Come on, bring it up. As I say, I got it. If you think of something, pull it out.
Isaiah 45:7. I form the light and create darkness.
That's right.
I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things.
That's right. Simple and plain. I ain't got to say no more. Go ahead, brother.
This is Esther chapter 9, verse 12. And the king said unto Esther the queen, the Jews have slain and destroyed 500 men in Shushan the palace, and the 10 sons of Haman. What have they done in the rest of the king's provinces?
So they killed the lieutenants. They killed high-ranking men. Go ahead.
Now, what is thy petition?
Now, what else you need? Go ahead.
And it shall be granted thee. Or what is thy request further? And
Hey,
it shall...
she didn't even have to explain what she wanted. He granted it off top with no explanation. He said, shit, whatever thy petition, it is granted to thee. Whatever you want, baby, you can have it. Go ahead. Whoever you want to kill next.
It's like that was powerful
That's
back
powerful.
in those days. Like men were men of their word.
Yeah.
If you said something, you had to go. For
Right.
example, that's why he had to behead John the Baptist. He didn't want to do it, but his word was bond.
That's right.
You see?
Right.
So that was powerful.
Yeah, your word meant something. Go ahead.
But what is thy request further, and it shall be done? And then said Esther, if it please the king, let it be granted to the Jews which are in Shushan to do it tomorrow also according unto thy day's decree. And let Haman's 10 sons be hanged upon the gallows. And the king's commandment, and the king commanded it so to be done. And the decree was given at Shushan, and they hanged Haman's 10 sons. But
These were high-level men. Okay? These were so-called great men of Persia, man. But he put his own people to death because of the will of Yahweh Shem Al-Shai, man. Because while the Lord ruled in the house of men, man.
If you notice, he mentioned the word decree twice.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Go ahead.
It's Isaiah 41:13. For I, the Lord, thy power, will hold thy right hand, saying unto thee, fear not.
41 what? 41 Hold on. I'm about to go there. That's not. Hold on. I got you. Hold on. We're about to go there.
Esther 9 and 15, for the Jews that were in Shushan gathered themselves together on the 14th day, also of the month of Adar, and slew 300 men at Shushan, but on the prey they laid not their hand. But the other Jews that were in the king's provinces gathered themselves together and stood for their lives and had rest from their enemies, and slew of their foes 75,000, But they laid
Wait,
not
they
their
slew
hands.
how many they foes?
70 and 5,000.
70 and 5,000. And 75,000 men were put to death by the hand of Yashala, man. Through the power of Yahweh Yahweh Hashem outside, man. The Lord put to death. I know, man. The Lord put them to death, man. He rocked them, man. Inside of their own kingdom.
That's right.
You know? Go ahead.
But they laid not their hands on the prey. On the 13th day of the month of Adar, and on the 14th day of the same rested day, and made it a day of feasting and gladness. But the Jews that were at Shushan assembled themselves together on the 13th day thereof, and on the 14th day thereof, and on the 15th day of the same they rested, and made it a day of feasting and gladness.
That's it, man. Hey, so we only have, how many days we got now?
31.
No, how many days we have a 7-day work week. So
yeah.
we don't go by a 12 or 13, 14 days, or 15 days. We don't go by that no more. We go by a 7-day a week. You get 7 days in this motherfucker. You know, ain't no 13 days or 14 days and 15 days in this week. You know? So you can have a span of 15 days was their rest day. So that was the last day of their week. They rested. So that had to be like a Sabbath, man. You know? That's a Sabbath day. You know, what you doing from after your big work? They put the work in. They went to work. They started putting slaying and murder inside of the people of the persons. They put the work in and they rest on the 15th day. That's right. That's right, man.
And they always make a day of remembrance for people leaving.
And that's right.
Yeah,
And it was a glorious day.
Yep.
So Adar, it goes back to being so it's going to be a glorious day. The glorious day to put these heathens to rest. Woo. It's going to be a glorious day. It's going to be an Adar day. So now on, it's going to be an Adar day to put the heathen to rest in this country, man. Right. It's going to be a beautiful thing to see because all the hell, anguish, and pain that has been given amongst our people. So it's going to be beautiful to see the death of these nations, the people of the nations, man. Go ahead. Yeah, what's up? We don't like to be recorded, though. All right. You know, but you know you're Israelite anyway. Slow down. This is why you stop. You know you're Israelite? Oh, okay. Your brother know he Israelite? So who he with? Huh? Oh, okay. So you gonna keep recording? All right. Yeah, we're recording ourselves, though. We don't know what you're gonna use that for. You might give it to Esau, the so-called white man. Fucking devil. Go ahead. He's gonna take it to Esau. Look, see, I see him. I got his face. Look what he looks like. Now I know who he is.
God, verse 19. Therefore the Jews of the villages that dwelt in the unwalled towns made the 14th day of the month of Adar a day of gladness and feasting.
That's right.
And a good day, and sending portions one to another. And Mordecai wrote these things and sent letters unto all the Jews that were in all the provinces of the king Ahasuerus, both nigh and far, to establish this among them, that they should keep the 14th day of the month of Adar.
That's right.
And the 15th day of the same yearly.
That's right. Yearly. Keep it. Because this day, that's right, man. So through all your generations, man. We don't keep that day no more. You know?
So what's the when Yahweh Shai time? We get to keep.
That's right.
You know, when Yahweh Shai tells us something, say, I'm not gonna drink
That's
the
right.
wine until new be my father's king.
That's right.
So that day is going to be a very glorious day. You know? And this is why we're patiently waiting and hoping and praying for that day.
Hey, what verse was you at?
Verse
Was that 19?
22.
Oh, okay. That's good. That's good on that. Go ahead, Jeremiah. Hold on. You got to reset. Go up, Jeremiah. What you got? Oh, go bring it up.
This is Luke 10. This is Luke 10 and 18. And he said unto them, I beheld Satan as lightning fall from heaven.
Right.
Behold, I give unto you power to tread on
Hey,
serpents.
when is that going to happen? When is Satan go fall from heaven as lightning? When Satan go? Come on, brothers.
This time.
This time, man. This is it, man. This is going to be the time when Esau is going to fall from heaven like light. What's the heavens, man? It's in the skies. the chariots, they're gonna be getting, the Esau's chariots, the airplanes, the helicopters, man. They're gonna be falling from the sky, man. Go ahead.
Behold, I give unto you power to tread on serpents and scorpions,
That's right.
and over all the power of the enemy, and nothing shall by any means hurt you.
That's right, man. Because that power is going to be given to Yashala, man. We're going to get that power in that day where we're going to have power over all things on the earth. No, nothing is going to be able to pierce our skin. We're not going to have this fleshly body, man. Okay? That's right. We're going to be like Leviathan's skin. It's going to be impenetrable. Somebody has something else? Go ahead.
This is Jeremiah, chapter 51, verse 20. Thou art my battle axe and weapons of war.
That's right. Hey, so we're going to be turned into the battle axe and weapon of war of the Lord, man. Just like in the time of Esther, they was turned into a battle axe and weapon of war. Just like in the time of King David men were turned into battle axe and weapons of war. It tells you about how King David men slew thousands and slew hundreds, and one man ran 300. And, you know what I'm saying? He was killing so much, the sword claved into his hand. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, it's going to be a magical work. Yeah, that's right. Hey, you let him go. The sword wouldn't let him go, and that was an angel and shit. You know, that's the spirit of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Squeeze that motherfucker in your hand, you can't let it go, man. Go ahead.
Go with D.
Hold on. Go ahead.
I got Revelation 19.
Oh, that's good. Go ahead. We'll go ahead.
Yeah, this is Revelations chapter 19 and verse 17. And I saw an angel standing in the sun. And he cried with a loud voice, saying to all the fowls that fly in the midst of heaven, come and gather yourselves together unto the supper of the great God. So that goes right back in what we were talking about Esther. It was a glorious thing. You see that all the men were put to death. You see?
What is that? What's that? Is that one in SSB? What's it? Two things I love? What is it? Something like about the fall of... Y'all, somebody know what that say? Somebody, the fall of my enemy? Yeah. Or something like that?
And man see the fall of his enemy.
Yeah, man, to see the fall of it's a glorious thing. I can't remember exactly. I think it's either Sirach or Ezra.
Yeah, this is Sirach.
Yeah, Sirach.
Chapter 25 and 7. But there be 9 things which I judge in my heart to be happy, and the 10th I will utter with my tongue.
That's right.
A man that has joy of his children, and he that liveth to see the fall of his enemy.
Hey, man, case in point, man. So we going to be happy to see the fall of Esau, man. The so-called white man's kingdom fall is going to be a glorious thing. Because we see it now. You can see the crumbling of the infrastructure now. You see the crumbling of the system now. Where they might build up, you can drive on the highways, crumbling and shit, falling apart. You be like, damn, what this motherfucker going to break? Going to collapse at some point in time. You know what I'm saying? You see the Babylon is falling. It's monies. Walmart's closing up stores. You know, you go to Walmart, some Walmart, some places in America, you can't even get food at no more. They were showing that on IG, man. You know, you went to Walmart, they covering up their shelves and shit, saying sorry for the inconvenience, but you can't get buying groceries for now. You know?
They got some infrastructure for you.
Yeah.
Like you said, Americans don't.
Yeah, man.
Let you know this man had wisdom and understanding and could see the time that was coming, because he said a man that have joy of his children.
That's right.
A man don't have the joy of his children in this damn place right now. You know, you got to send them off to damn so-called white man schools.
Right.
You know, for how many hours of a day?
8
to get indoctrinated and shit.
Yep.
You know, so that time is only going to come after Yahweh shall come back, man.
That's right. That's right.
This is Ezekiel 13 and 10, because they have seduced my people, saying peace. There was no place, and one built up a wall, and lo.
So they said peace when there was no peace, man. They say peace, but ain't no peace in this motherfucker. You know, hey, so-called white man come drop past and smile at you and shit. You don't mean it. That smile is I hate you, motherfuckers. How did you find out who you are? They'll come past and wave at you. They doing it just out of pure fear, because they like, because they know, even the low level know, like, yo, when these motherfuckers will turn around on us, man. You know what I mean? It's only a point in time, bro, that you can walk past somebody your forefathers had in captivity. And how long is your money gonna last to keep them sleeping? How long is that lion gonna be sleeping for, man? How long them tranquilizers, okay, which is your system, your welfare system, your money system, you know, all your what I call your zoom and ram, all your goodies. How long is your goodies gonna be good enough to keep these Negroes, Latino, Native Americans sleeping? Because because every now and again they jump up and fight your ass. You know, every now and again the lion wake up and bite you. He put one or two of y'all to death, and you got to put them back to sleep a little deeper. It's only so long that your shit gonna wear off, and then once it wear off, that's it. Hey man, it's like, hey, when I was running trucks, I was taking 5-hour energies. For the first few weeks, that shit was having me alert. All of a sudden, one day I'm taking motherfucker, I took one. Yeah, man, like, what you doing? Plus, I had to take another. I'm fucking tired as fuck. I'm taking another. I took 3, I took 4. I said, fuck. What the fuck is this shit? I said, that shit don't even work no more, man. Get immune to it, bro. Yeah, you all said, you go, hey man, you build immunity. You know what I'm saying? You know? But hey, so what's going, hey, eventually, these Negroes, Latino, Native Americans gonna be immune to this shit. Eventually, the so-called Negro gonna wake up and he gonna look at his enemies, not as they each other, not as they self. He gonna look at this true enemy who's so-called white man. He gonna look at him and he gonna turn his ass around on him. Okay? He gonna wake up out of his slumber. That sleeping lion gonna wake up and he gonna want vengeance. Okay? And you ain't gonna be able to hold him down no more. Then your money, your cars. Because once the Lord take all those victories away and he take that power away, it ain't gonna be there no more. Ain't gonna be no more peace. And that's gonna be when the Negroes gonna wake up. Like, if you can't give me money, if you can't give me job, if you can't give me a house, you can't give me the good things, if you ain't got nothing to offer me, then why the fuck am I giving you all this power? Why am I letting you stay in power? Why am I not calling hell into your families? So he gonna start doing it a bit. He gonna bring hell upon his own. It's gonna be the chaos and destruction. 2nd Ezra 15, 2nd Ezra 16. It's gonna come into heavy play, man. Because it's gonna be all up, man. All balls out, balls to the wall. Go ahead.
This is Genesis chapter 49 and verse 9. Judah is a lion's whelp.
That's right. Good call.
Yeah, Judah is a lion's whelp. From the prey, my son, thou art gone up.
That's right.
He stooped down. He crouched as a lion.
That's right.
And as an old lion.
Old lion.
Who shall rouse him up?
That's right, man, because right now Judah's like an old lion, man. Israel himself is like an old lion. He's just laying there. Like, now I don't feel like doing nothing. You know what I mean? He's just chilling. Yeah. Or he all zombied out, all kind of drugs and shit, all kind of street pharmaceutical drugs. Then you got the drugs from Big Pharma. Okay? So they got Jake all fucked up. Jake all laid out, man, so he's not conscious of what's going on.
So a lot of Jake deal with anxiety. You got men that deal with anxiety, you have to take anxiety pills.
That's right.
You know, so there's effects.
And that's heavy among women.
Yeah, and you got men that had that. Charlemagne from the Breakfast Club, he got anxiety. That nigga, you know why he got anxiety. You know that nigga got anxiety. He a faggot. But but it shows you that our people, they're sleeping because of the food they eat, the medicine, the air we breathe, the technology, all the microwave radiation, everything to lessen the vibration of that masculine spirit that should be upon the men of Israel. You know, we should be in a masculine spirit, but Jake ain't. You know, you see on TikTok, you got niggas shaking their ass, man. You know, doing challenges like the women. Because why? It's a feminine spirit put on Jake. Because if you're masculine, if you're a man, you know what I'm saying, you're against homosexuality, you're a sexist all this shit. You're a threat. Because he doesn't want a man to be manly. But he wants you to be, that's why he wants you to shave your beard, you know, a bald head, smooth face, quiet, you know. He sort of wants you to rebel, man. Right. He wants you to be a fucking pacified ass Negro.
Because the minute that you stand up, he gotta go down.
Exactly. And I was reading a book. It speaks about, it's called from niggas to guys, right? And the guy specifies and says that our people are like dogs. Yeah. You know, he called them nigger dogs in the book, which is true. Because you can beat the shit out of a dog every single day. You can tie a dog to the tree, right? And a dog, once you unleash the dog from the tree and lick your feet, all this happy that you let it off the tree. But the dog forgot that you were that person that put it on the tree. That made that dog out there suffer. Often forgot who made them suffer. But they're gonna take other dogs that they see on the street, but not take your fucking ass. Right. That's what our people are. You know, they're dogs, man.
What's that? Deuteronomy 28, 54? 52, 54? Yeah.
That's like them dogs be barking on the sidewalk. They be barking at each other. And there's no more fish. They still barking at each other. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But hey, they already been trained mentally to continue to fight. That's how Jake be doing, man. Jake can talk all that shit. We say that every week. Jake can talk all that shit every week until and then you get to an opportunity to fight. They don't do nothing.
This is Sirach 9:4. For him that is joined to all living, there is hope. For a living dog is better than a dead lion.
That's right.
So, yeah, go ahead, bro.
Yeah, so even then, like, you know, them dogs like that, man, it's better than Israel, Judah in that state. Because we don't even do nothing, man. We got all the nations, they treating us in some type of way, but at least a dog, man, at first gonna fight back. Right. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. But that's it.
Go ahead, go back to it.
We shall rouse him up.
That's right.
Because Jake's like, before you go, Jake will go to the hood and talk shit all day, but he ain't gonna go to the suburbs. You know, he ain't going to the suburbs. We used to say that all the time when Jake has come up. What do you say? Well, y'all ain't in the hood.
Yeah.
But, hey, nigga, we don't want to be in the hood. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all ain't gonna listen. But why, if you so hard, why don't you go to the suburbs?
Yeah,
why don't you go rob the one who's driving an S500? You know, but you rather rob a dude who's driving a beat up Chevrolet, man.
But see, Jake won't go fuck with Master, man. Because Master has without Master, what is a normal life? If not gonna fuck with Master, he not gonna punish him. He not gonna be black. So that's you niggas, man. He saw got you niggas on leashes. You know what I'm saying? One or two niggas try to run away. He saw he blew his back on he saw pull back on Jake. Child support, money, all this shit. That's that leash on you niggas' neck.
He doing it with the Jews.
Exactly. And this is why it's important for Jiggle Trouble to come, because once Jiggle Trouble come, that leash will be leashed up off us. We're not gonna be bound to that nigga no more. Because his system's gonna fall. He can't support us no more. So he can't support the businesses, the Walmarts, the fucking Krogers. All that shit's gonna go down when his system falls. So therefore that makes us free again, man. And that's the beginning of our sovereignty that we need. You know? We need fucking sovereignty, man. We don't need to be by the simple white man. We don't need to be by this nigga's fucking table, waiting for the crumbs to come down, eating off the master's table, man.
We separate but equal.
Yeah. We don't want to sit at hands with this nigga no more, bro. It's some bullshit. You know, he got the women, he put the women over the men in this society. Now your women running to you now, man. Cause this devil passed all types of laws to fuck Jake up, to keep Jake in the pit, to keep him in the system. So we get up out of here, man.
What precept?
This is Jeremiah chapter 51, verse 20. Thou art my battle axe and weapons of war. For with thee will I break to pieces the nations, and with thee will I destroy kingdoms.
That's right. And the Lord gonna destroy kingdoms, man. And it go back to Esther and show that kingdom, the person kingdom started being destroyed by the Israelites from within. They started destroying it from within already, because they started taking dominion. Because two kings can't sit on one throne. Okay? So once they started, that king couldn't see that his kingdom was being weakened. So who came and took the Persians down? What kingdom came in to take the Persians? Don't answer. What kingdom came in to pull the Persians down? Somebody, one of the other brothers. Talk to me. Huh? Greek. That's it, man. So Israel already started weakening the kingdom for the Greeks. So it wasn't that the Greeks were such badass. It was right. It wasn't that what's his name? the leper's name?
Alexander
the Greek.
Yeah,
Well, he was actually kind of good to the Jews, though, man. He was good to our people.
Yeah.
You know, he once he understood who he was and his place, he respected the prophets. He was good to them. It was his more general. That was the motherfuckers. Okay? But that was all in the will of the Lord. Because the Lord ruled in the minds of men. Right? Yeah.
That motherfucker was the devil, man.
Right? Go ahead.
Fucking Vespasian.
Yep.
And with thee will I break in pieces the horse and his rider.
That's right.
And with thee will I break in pieces the chariot and his rider. With thee also will I break in pieces man and woman. And with thee will I break in pieces old and young.
So it don't matter. So Lord has no perspective. Just like we went into Isaiah 17 talking about Damascus. All these things is already happening right here, right now in Damascus. In Syria, which is Damascus. Dude, who gives a fuck? Everybody out here in Nashville going around celebrating, these women running around showing their booties and titties, having a good old time, getting drunk, getting fucked up, having shootouts. They tried a shootout over here. Had a murder over here. The dude got killed over here at the fucking bar up here on Broadway because he got into a drunken brawl, started fighting the security guards and shit. This is all everybody give a fuck about. And everybody swear they love, they care about people's life and all this shit. But you ain't doing shit about it. All you fucking doing is going about living your fucking daily life and saying, oh, this, oh, that. But what in the fuck are you doing about it? You just living on your merry old fucking way, and you got all these little babies over in Syria and all these other countries being put to death. Oh, you don't give a fuck because it ain't you. But when it's your turn, ain't nobody gonna give a fuck about you.
Right.
Ain't nobody gonna give a fuck about Babylon when Babylon get its turn for death. When your women and your daughters is being raped on the streets. When it's your babies that's being put out and being murdered and robbed and raped and being murdered and massacred. Nobody give a fuck until it happens to them.
And that's Esau, man. He don't give a fuck about nobody else but himself. And then he don't even care about his own people because he put his own people in slavery. He made them citizens of the United States of America. He made them slaves through the fucking social security number, you know, all that bullshit. He did it to his own people. So he don't give a fuck about the motherfuckers over there in the Middle East. He care less.
That's right, man.
You know? Shit,
Don't give a shit.
Esau, he's coming his own. He gonna make all his own people fucking starve.
And then talk about go back in the country and build it up.
Yeah, because he wants.
Go drop bombs on the country, blow the bitch up. Talking about we gonna bring in democracy, and then they gonna print a bunch of fucking money just to try to build it up.
Hey,
what the fuck? Destroying it just to build it right back up again. What kind of sense is that, man?
And the scripture say that the Most High says also let me get it, Isaiah that we should be against a hypocritical nation.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And that's the nation of Edom. Right. You know, because everything they do is opposite of what they say.
That's right.
You know, all his laws that Esau's passed, he's full of shit. It's like it's Isaiah chapter 10. It's Isaiah chapter 10, verses 1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and write grievous, which they have prescribed.
Hey man, what you get from just right there? But if not, he prescribes some shit. He prescribes grievances. Esau's prescribed grievances unto the people. Yeah. Go ahead, bro.
And that's what he's done. You know, certain laws, even dealing with child support. Yep. If you're the master, right? The master's supposed to take care of the children, the mother and the children. Because right. Back in the laws, if you were a servant under a man and you were basically a slave, if you wanted to leave, he would have to take care of your wife and the children.
Because if she was a bought slave.
If she was a bought slave. Exactly. But now in America, Esau tells you what? He's the master. He's supposed to take care of the woman and the children. He's supposed to pay them to take care of them. But he puts it on the Israelite man, and then you don't even have any money on top of that.
Right.
So then if you don't have the money, he put you back in slavery.
Because like you said, because in the laws of the Bible, if you go into a man's house and you work out a debt for 7 years in the scriptures, because you get 7 years to work out a debt. It used to be like that here in America. Yeah, it used to be. Remember that? 7 years you can get your debt overturned. Yeah. You know, you can be in debt for 7 years, and they'll lift it off you after that 7th year. You ain't got to worry about debt no more. all your credit score go back again. Well, that shit don't happen no more. They keep it going now. They keep it hitting you. But in the scriptures, if an Israelite man had bought an Israelite woman as a bondwoman, because you can be bought as a slave. Okay, a woman. Because what does the word woman mean? Servant. Okay, so it's his servant. So if another slave that owed that man had a bet, not I won't say a bet, but like he owed him something from his field, he couldn't pay off a debt, so he came and worked his debt off, so he could keep his house. And he keep his home for his family, so he came and worked the debt off for that man. He had a 7-year debt to work that debt off. And it goes back to Jacob and Laban. Okay, he had a 7-year debt, a span of time to work it off, and when he worked it off, if he fell in love with that bought woman that was a slave probably from a little girl, if he bought her, and when he bought her, if he laid down with that, if that other slave, the indebted slave, came in and laid down and had a family with her, that family onus goes back to the slave master. Because when whoever the master is, like the brother was saying in the house, so the man that was there for 7 years, he had a choice. You can either get branded and become a perpetual slave, like she is.
Yeah, because you love her, whatever, situation,
Yep. Or you can take your time and, hey, peace out. I'm gone. My time is done. It was good while it lasted, baby. But y'all, I gotta go. Because that's her wife is still her master. Now, could the master release her? He could. Would he? I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe you could. Maybe if that man that did, he could work another 7 years like Laban did, and work it off and take the family. Now that's because we're righteous men. I'm sure we'd work like that. Because Israel was supposed to be righteous men, and when we held by the law, that was the standard. That's all the brother was bringing out. What we at?
But then it proves to show you that Esau, they don't follow the Bible.
That's right.
See, because how many niggas is on child support right now?
That's right.
It's a lot of niggas on child support. So Esau, he's going off right there. So he put forth unrighteous decrees and grievous laws. That shit is grievous, man. So you give your heritage to your woman, and according to the scriptures, your heritage ain't supposed to go to your woman.
Right.
See, when a man, if you marry a woman in this society, everything let's say you're a millionaire, you got a great business, all that half that shit go to her. But that's supposed to go down to your sons. And that's supposed to go down to your sons, because that's your seed line. But they send over to the woman when it's like she has no fucking seed. So when your woman dies, who the fuck does that go to?
Back to Esau. Because he's our master.
Exactly.
Because really at the end of the day, he's our master. But then he's still trying to put that debt on you. Okay? Because that's not the way the scriptures say for it to be done. The master is supposed to fulfill that debt. He's supposed to take care of her daily rates.
Yeah, exactly.
He's supposed to take care of her, even her children. Even if they are that man's children. Now that man had to work out some kind of solution. That man would have to work out that solution, with the master of that house. But that master need to take care of the daily raiment of that women and those children, man.
That's the master's job.
Okay, because that's his job. Because they were bought slaves.
He's the one in power.
That's right. And the kids was born into slavery.
Exactly right.
Okay? So now that man would have to work that debt off, pay that debt off for his family.
Well, honestly, in this time, for a man to say he's married, he's really not even married.
No, because Esau's woman.
Right.
But he put it on you. Right. He's gonna put all the burden on you. He ain't gonna have none of the hardships. He'll take from you to give to her.
Yeah.
He don't want to give to her. So everything that he gives to her is gonna come somehow out of your pocket. One way or another.
Think about this time you in bondage. Think about when we got over here. If you said you were so-called married to a woman, well, Esau could take your woman and sell her off to another plantation.
That's right.
All right. And what could you do about it?
That's the curses.
That's why her curses.
I made this point real quick. The greatest example is Kobe Bryant. Yeah. Because this man had accumulated all these riches all this time. Who does he pass it down to? His fucking woman. So his woman has all his shit. His money, all this, and which is going to live with another man. And that heritage is going to go to that man's son. And that man's son. But Kobe Bryant's supposed to pass that shit down to his brother. If he doesn't have a brother, it's supposed to go down to one of his.
He was like the only kid.
Yeah, it's supposed to go down somewhere. His father. It's supposed to go down to his father's house. So his father's brother's brother.
He couldn't even stand his father.
But what do you get in America, man?
So his whole inheritance is fucked up. He did all that work for nothing. Just for it to go to his woman and go fuck some other nigga, right? And then give that nigga his inheritance to him, and for them to have kids with if she do or whatever not, and it goes on to next. So they keep gonna be rich off of Kobe Bryant forever. While his daughters, they not gonna get shit. They'll go right back to poverty because you are the seed of your father. So they're through. So if his daughters come back to another man, they're not gonna have that inheritance that they're supposed to have. Because why? They all went back to their fucking mother and went to another man. That's why Esau you gotta go down, man. You gotta go the fuck down because your laws are fucking bullshit, man.
Right.
The way you run your kingdom is bullshit.
Right.
You put the woman on top. You make the Israelite man sit on the fucking bottom, scrape up the damn crumbs and the damn gum, while the women getting all the glory.
Standing on your back.
Sitting on your back, man. Fuck Esau, man.
Jumping up and down.
It goes back to what you said with that Isaiah chapter 10, that's unrighteous decrees.
Yeah. And the verse 2, to take aside the needy from judgment and to take away the right from the poor. So you're taking away the right from the poor. We're the poor. You're taking away our rights. There's certain rights that we're supposed to get according to the law or the Bible. We don't get that because why? We're in the soft white man's kingdom. We're in his fucking world where he reigns and he has power over all. To turn aside the needy from judgment and to take away the right from the poor of my people. The widows may be their prey, and that they may rob the fatherless. We've been fucking robbed, man. We're the fatherless right now.
That's right.
Our power, Yahweh, isn't dealing with us at the moment.
Right.
We're not in our sovereignty right now, so we're fatherless. We're without. But he robbed us from from everything, and he never gave us back, man. So you gotta go down. You're a fucking devil.
And
You know?
when you go back to history, right? I know you older brothers, y'all should be pretty much on it. When did we come out of slavery? When were we free? When was the so-called Negro freed from slavery?
1860.
Lincoln freed us in 1876 or something like that. Okay, we were freed out of slavery. Okay, our iniquity had come to an end. We were supposed to be sent back into our own land. But what did he do? He oppressed us heavier.
Yeah, he was supposed to give us a camp, or was it a fucking camel?
Yeah, 40 acres.
With 40 acres on the land. With 40 acres in the mule, there we go. Where the hell is that at, man? And then the mule, you can't fucking produce. So can't reproduce.
But the reality is that they were supposed to pack us back on them ships
And take us
and
back.
send us the fuck back from where we
That
was
was
from.
Exactly.
That was another part of it. That was another part of the so-called legislation that they were going to write in, that they were going to give us a stipend and give us free passage
Back home
to Africa.
Right. But if you're supposed to get put millions of dollars in your account or whatever, however they was doing it at the time, you're supposed to go back with your millions and go just like Jacob when he left out of Laban, he left a rich man. Yeah. He had 4 wives, 2 concubines, and 2 wives, right? 2 slave women and 2 Israelite women for wives. He had 4 women, right? He had a shitload of cows, sheep, lambs. He had riches. Okay, he left rich when he was done with his affliction, his slavery. But we ain't been done with this shit.
Yeah.
You know?
And then you got to think about it when we let out slavery. Where the hell did them slaves go? Some of them stayed.
Yeah,
at the fucking
they had to.
Because they had nowhere to go.
They had nowhere to go.
So we wouldn't even, that's when they started building prisons.
Yeah.
They started building prisons for Israelites that didn't have nowhere to go.
Right.
And they made them fucking work.
Yeah.
So
made them work. On farm.
But then they gave
Same shit they was doing.
But then when they gave them wages,
Yeah.
they was giving them wages, but you still were a fucking
A
slave.
slave wage.
So that's where the prison system comes from.
That's what it is now.
And then it came to the modern day prison we got now. It's for a whole bunch of you dumbass niggas. You go around killing each other. Esau lock your dumb ass up, throw the book at your stupid ass, and you locked up, fucking butt fucking and all this shit.
Right.
And you getting paid like what, $2 to do some fucking work?
You a slave, nigga.
Slave labor.
And you get niggas come out of prison. Yeah, nigga, I did 20 years. Well, nigga, you was a slave for 20 years, you dumb fuck.
Right.
You know, our people are ignorant as hell.
Yeah.
And then that's why they passed the proclamation, which means being transferred to one, to the southern, to the south, to the United States of America. So we could be the United States of
Emancipation Proclamation.
There you go, emancipation. That's it. That's what happened to us.
It should be given unto from one ruler unto
to
another.
the next. Exactly. Which is the United States of America. That's why we all have licenses, IDs.
So your slavery just continued.
Exactly.
It continued out of the south to the north.
Exactly.
To the north, and then went to the whole United States of America, to the whole government.
And then we're all volunteer slaves.
Right.
You can be in America.
Some are high-paid slaves.
Yeah, you can be a volunteer slave in America. You can have a volunteer. If either might want to be our slave, it could be. We can do it.
Yeah.
He had to volunteer. Like I want to be our slave for the third. We can do it. That's in Esau's laws. But people in the world, they don't understand that you're a fucking volunteer slave.
That's right.
So
you work for any man.
You're a slave.
Slave unto that man.
So you go to a job. You're a fucking slave. You're volunteer to work to be under subjection unto the company. So if you don't do right by the company, kick your ass out.
What they do? They take your shit from you.
Take your shit from you. You know what I'm saying? You can't pay the rent.
Back out on the street.
Put you back on the street. There you go. And they tell you want to come back and kiss their ass.
Get right,
man.
Right. Act right. Get right.
You get this right here. This is Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee, in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness and in want of all things. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee.
Yes, so he shall put a yoke of iron upon the neck until he had destroyed you. And now that yoke of iron is spiritual. It was first cardinal, but now it's spiritual because you niggas can't even get away from this nigga society. You can't even let go his ways of life. You know?
Hey,
So
let us bring this on.
yeah,
Alright, so right here, unlike slaves, states with a promise of wealthy and prosperity, George was intended as a refuge for release, debtors to build a new life on the treacherous wanted them to live comfortably, not pleasurably. In 1735, slavery was officially banned.
1735, slavery was officially. It was said that it was banned. Right?
In 1751, the ban was lifted.
So the point is, man, you still in slavery, you still in captivity. As long as you in this land, you in slavery and in captivity, man. You've been captive of this devil.
This is a quick precept. This is Jeremiah chapter 4, verse 42. For my people is foolish. They have not known. They are sons, children, and they have none understanding. They are wise to do evil, but to do good they have no knowledge. And that word sodom means stupid or silly, man.
Stupid people,
You
man.
niggas are silly. Hey, because Jake, you know Jake is silly. You know, the way our people conduct themselves, they're fucking silly. Because they believe, and niggas love it. That's why they got the Juneteenth. You're celebrating you becoming a slave to the United States of America, bro. You're a jackass, man. But that's why the Lord said my people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. You're going to be destroyed because you lack knowledge. You lack the simple things of life. You lack the understanding of how Esau passed his laws and what his laws are. And what the laws of the Bible are. See, it's a double standard. Okay, but niggas, they don't see it, man. They just see Esau's way. But they don't see the Most High's way. They don't want to.
Hosea said that God's rejected now.
Yeah.
Not only do they not have it, they reject it. So when they get this truth that's being blasted in the airways, the prophets out on the highways and byways every week, they walk past their rebellion. They don't want to know the Most High. They happy here in Babylon, man. Like the brother said, as long as they got their, little good.
They get their little Porsche, their little Ferrari.
Yes, so.
You know, they little fat house and shit. You know, they happy with it. You know, they can get they, you know, they go fuck another nigga. You know, they commit adultery and shit. You know, they go shoot, kill, and rob, and they good. You know, they're happy. They can get on their little welfare.
Things about their blunts and shit.
Yeah, they can smoke their weed, sell their dope,
Yup.
smoke their dope, where they go, ropes, gold chains.
And he in a
You know,
plan B.
that's right. They happy, bro. Twerk all over the I said twerk all over the internet, or do they OnlyFans? You know, they happy, man.
Women can go fuck 6, 8 different niggas
Yeah,
at
they
once.
happy, bro.
Women can play the field. You know, they can have this nigga. And it was
Don't have to do nothing but have sitting up in the fucking penthouse and it was somebody else paying all the bills and shit.
And there was a video. A woman said that she said, "What's the point to have 6 kids by one man when you can have 6 kids by six different
men.
men,
Get six
men,
different checks.
and get 6 different checks."
That's some sick shit. And that's what Babylon. You know, that's what Babylon do for you. You know, have a bunch of now you know that's some sick shit. Right quick, let me clear something up. Right here, Salaki on the slavery thing. We should have been on point, but I'm gonna just clear it up. This is the 13th Amendment adopted on December 18th, 1865, officially abolished slavery. But it's in the 1700s they first did it, but then they abandoned it. They took that off the books, and it didn't come back up to the 1800s. 1865 is when it was officially banned, abolished slavery. But free blacks' status in the past war South remained precarious and signified challenges awaiting during the Reconstruction period. All right, so that's the point on that. Go back to.
The reason they had stopped the Slovakia in the 1700s because what? Because England had already abolished it over there.
Yeah.
In Europe, they had already stopped. But what did the damn Amalekites and the other children of Esau do? They said, well, shit, we stopped over there. We're going over in Babylon. Just like go in America.
They keep getting all that money.
Yeah, keep getting all that damn money.
You know, they can get every dollar back to themselves.
That's right.
You know, that's how it got so rich. You know, off the backs of our people.
Yep.
You know?
They said, we don't need Europe anymore. We tapped that out.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
We got Babylon. The daughter. We got your daughter, bitch. The mother, you know, the mother you old.
Right. Mother country.
We got this nice little supple, 16-year-old little supple thing.
Yeah.
Nice, thick and fat. She ready to go. You know, she ready to have all the babies I can. You know, I can keep her ass impregnated for fucking years. You know, I mean, because you think about it, because back in the day, just right quick, just tell you about women. You think about a woman, man. Motherfucking my mother's grandmother, her mother had fucking 18, 20 kids. She started having kids at 12. So what the fuck would you think? And it's here in America, man. There wasn't no age restriction. You know what I'm saying? Hey, if like once again, just like in Israel, if, you know, your restriction was up, women had to pass the flower. If they was able to bleed, she was able to bear children. Okay, and she was able to, that was meritable age. Okay, if her age is at 14, 13, 12, 14, 13, 15, that's when she was married off, and her father seen that he was a good student. Right. And the father wanted to marry off at that time. The father could do it. If he didn't want to do it, he didn't do it. You know, but it was all in the guise of the father, because who was her master? It was her father. It was his choice when he was going to marry her off. You know, but being here, like I said, he was a so-called Indian, a Gadite, but he came and took his wife. She was like, to get his son a wife. She was at the age of 12, and she started having babies, man. She as a matter of fact, she died when she was 30 because she no one woman. She having all these goddamn kids. That's why you used to have, right? That's why you used to have multiple women. The reason for having multiple women, so that way you don't wear one out and you don't kill a fucking ass through childbirth. Because your body got to be able to heal. But your body don't heal properly when you have a baby after baby after baby after baby. You start wearing down, man. So you need 3, 4, 5 women to, you know, hey, give me a break for a couple of years. You know, let me, you know, I done popped out, you know, you got to let her, it's like the land sack, right? You can't just keep beating up the land all the damn time. You got to let it rest, you know, so it can yield off the best fruit possible. So you got more than one woman to let that one rest. So every time you get a fruit, it's going to be the greatest that you can have. You have the best product out.
This topic is sensitive for a lot of you
sensitive
ass niggas.
Hey, so what though? You can't take it. Turn the shit off.
Yeah, that's the truth.
You know, don't fucking listen.
Yeah, because people can't deal with the truth.
Hell, I got daughters.
Yeah, exactly. You know, niggas just say that we were pedophiles. That ain't true. You know? All we do is bring what the
This
Bible
is the biggest
says.
pedophile state on earth.
Exactly.
Esau, the biggest pedophile of all pedophiles, man.
Yeah.
He out right here, right now, this time. We don't go rape the little rape. This nigga do.
Yeah, we don't do that shit, man. All we do, we defend the gospel.
That's right, man.
Right? We're defenders of the gospel. So whatever's in the Bible, well, we're gonna prove it to be
bring it
true.
up.
And we're not gonna lie. See, because Paul said that. Because when Paul went out teaching, you got niggas that got mad at him because what Paul was saying in Acts 17. They was mad because they weren't speaking the way they thought Paul should have spoken. But Paul said, I don't speak for men.
Right.
And you know, if you can't handle this shit, then nigga, you know what I'm saying, you ain't a man of the Lord.
That's why he said, though my speech be rude,
But not
I'm not in knowledge.
You know
what I'm saying?
Yes.
I might talk a lot of shit. I might say a lot of, fuck you. I might call you a bitch, a hoe. But I know what I'm talking about. My knowledge is on point.
Even dealing with the laws of rape.
That's right.
You know, you go into the laws of rape with some people, they be like, oh, rape in the Bible. There is rape in the Bible.
Hell yeah, the Bible's full of all kind of shit.
The Bible is called the book of life.
Yeah.
So it's you know what I'm saying? It's the book of life. So there's rape in the Bible.
Murder, all of
You know, there's laws on if a woman was to be charged and she used to go to war, right? Kill her whole family. Take her by force. You think when you go lie with her, you think she's going to enter her house, you kill her fucking family? Right. No, that's considered rape. You're taking it by force, man. And then when you have sex with women, it's your rape. It's called piercing.
That's right.
So you're piercing now. Every time you have sex with a woman, you pierce her, you rape her, man.
Yeah.
Honestly, but only in America, rape is such a big fucking thing.
Stabbing, man.
It's a piercing.
It's stabbing.
So when you stick your rod into a woman's quiver,
stabbing it too.
And she bleeds. What is it? You're opening up the fucking wound.
That's right. It's opened up.
So
for the first time.
you're threshing her, man. Yeah. But in this society, motherfuckers is pussies. They don't understand it, man. They get all in their feelings.
That's
all
actually rape. Every time you lay with your woman, it's rape.
Yeah,
it's forced. You're forcing something in. You're
And-
forcing your rod inside.
And then too, nothing women like that shit, man.
Yeah.
You know, most women they like it when you choke them and shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's
You know,
right.
being straight up.
Slap your hair.
You know, they like that shit.
Pull my hair.
Pull my hair. Slap-
They did have a statistic they showed on TV. I mean, they had some kind of on TV. They were showing that some women was getting raped, and they was monitoring her brain, and it was showing that if she was enticed by that man, that she didn't even know she was all good.
Yeah. So what do they do now? You got the what they call it, the foreplay, whatever. You know, or you know, you make up a scene. You know, people do that shit. Yeah, you put a bag over him. You don't throw rest in the trunk. You know.
They say a lot of women. Most women fantasize about being raped.
Yeah.
They say that seriously. Like, you know, they won't come out right and say it, but they say a lot of women, they fantasize it, man. Because, you know, they like the feeling of being dominated.
Exactly.
Because they're what they're supposed to, because they're a woman, man.
That's their natural nature.
That's their natural nature, is to be dominated, man. You know, it's not their natural nature to dominate. All right, let's go back to the scripture.
It's Jeremiah chapter 51, verse 22. With thee also will I break in pieces men and women. And with thee will I break in pieces old and young. And with thee will I break in pieces young men in the day. I will also break in pieces with thee the shepherd and his flock. And with thee will I break in pieces the husband, and with thee will I break in pieces the husbandman and his yoke of oxen. And with thee will I break in pieces captains and rulers. And I will render unto Babylon and to all the inhabitants of Chaldea all their evil that they have done in Zion.
And that's it, man. So everything that you have done amongst our people is going to come back to you. And with thee, meaning with the Israelites, the Lord is going to break in pieces all the nations, man. That's right. Okay, He's going to use Yashiala to break in pieces the men, the woman, the children. You are my battle axe and weapon of war. Because right now, the battle axe and weapon of war, hey, man, like these Edomite women right here going to be concubines. They're going to be slaves. She waving, I know. But, you know, it's okay. But, hey, it's what it is, though, man. It's just the truth. Hey, are not our women concubines to their husbands? Are not our women, was not in slavery? Was not our women, did not their husbands enslave our women to have sex with them how they wanted, when they wanted? Would they not take our women and rape them when they wanted to rape them? Yes, they would. They did what they wanted. But so shall be done with their women, especially the pretty ones. Okay? You ugly fucking Edomites, women, you motherfuckers are gonna serve a hard servitude. You're not gonna get, you gonna put, you ugly fucking things are gonna be what you fucking are, a fucking animal. But the prettiest of your women, we gonna take them and we gonna have our way with them, man.
That's right.
Okay? We gonna do it to your pretty women and to your wives. We gonna kill the fucking Edomite man, okay? Through the power of Yahweh Hashem outside, and your goddamn women are gonna be our fucking concubines.
That's right.
Okay? We gonna have our fucking foot on their goddamn necks. Okay? While you gonna sit and look when you see a so-called Negro snatch your woman up, man. And that shit's gonna happen before the Lord come, man. Okay? Because just what you did to the Israelites during this slavery in the 1800s, 1700s, 1600s, 1900s, okay? In the 2000s, when you take and rape and steal from Israel, the same shit's gonna come on to you.
It's Obadiah chapter 1 verse 15. For the day of the Most High is near upon all the heathen. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee.
That's
and
right.
thy reward shall return upon
So your
thy own
reward
head.
is for what you've done to other people. You rewarded the Israelites with slavery, hell, hate. You rewarded them with murder. You rewarded them with just pure fucking oppression, man. So that same oppression is gonna come upon you. Okay? All right, right quick, let's go to before I close out. Let's go to dang, I want to get to Isaiah 41. Okay, damn, we meant to get to shit. Let's jump to Isaiah 41. Let's go to Zechariah 1 and 15. And if we can, we'll jump to Isaiah 47. When we get closer. We can go to Isaiah 41. Somebody give me Zechariah 1 and 15 right quick. Somebody jump to Isaiah 47. 47, we're going to start at 1. 47 and 1. Isaiah 41. Let's try to get Isaiah. Somebody get Isaiah 48. Yeah. Give me Isaiah 41. Right? Somebody get Isaiah 41.
This is Isaiah.
What you got now? You got something? Zechariah 1:15. What you got? Isaiah 41. What was you at? 13? Get it started. 13.
This is Isaiah chapter 41 verse 13. For I, Yahweh, thy power, will hold thy right hand, saying unto thee, fear not, I will help thee. Fear not, thou worm, Jacob, and
Thy worm, Jacob. Talking to the Israelites, man. Okay? Fear not. The Lord Yahweh Hashem Ashai is going to take us out this hell. He's going to take us out this servitude, out this slavery. Go ahead.
Fear not, thou worm, Jacob, and ye men of Israel. I will help thee, said Yahweh, and thy Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel. Behold, I will make thee a new sharp threshing instrument.
That's right.
Having teeth.
Having teeth. Okay? When you think of something with teeth, it's sharp, man. Okay? A shark's teeth.
Yeah, a long fucking lawnmower.
You know, a lawnmower. Yeah, so it rip shit up, man. A lion's teeth. It'll rip shit up. Hey, they say the shark got, how many was it, like 10, 12 rows or some shit of teeth? They got like fucking, they got teeth after teeth. You know? Go ahead.
Behold, I will make thee a new sharp threshing instrument having teeth.
That's right.
Thou shalt thresh the mountains and beat them small.
Hey, who's the mountains today? Esau, man. Their government, their power structure. You shall thresh the mountains and beat them small, man. Go ahead.
And shall make the hills as flat as chaff.
That's chaff.
As chaff. Thou shalt fan them, and the wind shall carry them away, and the whirlwind shall scatter them. And thou shalt rejoice in Yahweh, and shalt glory in the Holy One.
There go back to that adore, man. We're going to adore in the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, man. Because we're going to see what? The enemies fall, man. We're going to have our pleasure upon the heathen nations, man. Chiefly Esau, Edom, so-called white man. I like saying that shit. So-called white man.
That's right.
Okay? Go ahead. No, is that 16? Is that done? Yeah. All right, that's it. That's all I want from you. All right, let's jump to Zechariah 1 and 5, 15.
This is Zechariah chapter 1, verse 15. And I am very sore displeased with the heathen that are at
Somebody
ease.
jump to Isaiah 47. Go ahead.
For I was but a little displeased, but they have helped forward their affliction. Therefore, thus saith Yahweh, I am returned to Jerusalem with mercies.
Say that, I'm sorry, Slack, go back again. Sorry, go back to top, to 15.
Zechariah 1:15.
Try to go to 14.
14. So the angel that communed with me said unto me, Cry thou, saying, Thus saith Yahweh of hosts, I am jealous for Jerusalem and for Zion with a great jealousy.
That's right, go ahead.
And I am very sore displeased with the heathen that are at ease.
And the Lord said, I'm very sore displeased with the heathen that are at ease, man. Sorely displeased, man. Hey, the only people that's at ease on this earth, the heathen, is Star Chief, is Esau, man. This nigga ran a red light. You know? Hey, the Lord said, I am sorely displeased with them, man. Go ahead.
For I was
Hey, Jake ain't at ease on this earth. Negroes, Latino, Native Americans, you'll see them scattered all around the ground and shit laid out with nothing, man. You see them walking down the street doing little funny dances and shit, you know, with nothing in their pockets, no money, broke, busted, and disgusted. Jake ain't at ease. Even when you got something, you Israelite, your ass ain't at ease, man. Hey, they had a video on fucking Instagram, and these Jake kids, they ran in their mama room, and they had the little sound of a gun going, boom, 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 boom. And she popped out the bed and shit, jumped dead on her. She was in a dead sleep, snoring everything. She laid on the floor, big as fuck. She was like, what? She been shooting. And she looked up, they started laughing and shit. She said, oh, fuck, I gotta move the fuck out of here, man. That ain't at ease. That don't look like that shit is at ease. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's funny on one hand to see her reaction, but the reality is there's no peace. So there's only one people that feel like they have peace on this earth, and that's the so-called white man, man. The so-called white man is the only person on this earth that's at ease. Okay, that feel like there's no harm coming to them, man.
Hey, you know these other nations are at ease, but bitches can walk up and down the street, no man, titties out, legs out, and they ain't worried about getting strapped, snatched up or nothing.
They got a little easy access on that.
Okay, you know? Yeah. I mean, just at ease.
Hey,
not a care in the world. Yeah, not a care in the world.
Go ahead. You know, it's jingling everywhere. No, go ahead.
15. And I am very sore displeased with the heathen that are at ease. For I was but a little displeased, and they have helped forward the affliction.
Hey, man, so they helped forward the affliction of our people, man. Our affliction was forwarded by slavery, man. By not being released out of this hell. By not being released out of America. When America had released us in the 1800s. Really, it happened in the 1700s. 1730, what was that, 1735? Then they banned it. Then it went back to 100-some years later. And then they finally so-called released us out of slavery in 1865. It was so-called official. So that's when we should have been put back into our land. We should have been let the fuck go. But no, what they do, they kept us here and they forwarded our affliction. They made this shit harder and worse, man. Is that it on that? I think that's it on that. That's probably it on that. All right, let's go to, give me Isaiah 47:1.
This is Isaiah chapter 47:1. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin, daughter of Babylon.
That's right, man. Hey, come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon, man. Why is she a virgin daughter? Because she ain't been touched. Okay? This America is yet to be touched. That's why you at ease.
Yeah, 9/11 don't count.
Right, 9/11 don't count because that was an insider's job. Your old people did that shit.
Yeah.
Okay? That was all about money and gain. That was Amalek blowing up your own people. They didn't give a... That was some inside shit. Okay? Right, that's right. For money and gain. Go ahead.
Sit on the ground.
Sit on the ground.
There's no throne, O daughter of the Chaldees.
Hey, the so-called white man is the daughter of the Chaldees. There's many names for Idumean. Okay? Go ahead.
But thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate.
Hey, you ain't tender and delicate. You think you are, but you're not. You're not the essence and beauty of a woman. You think you are, but you're not. You'll learn. You're going to learn. You're going to be brought down off of that high horse. You'll learn one day. Okay? Because the reign and rulership of your country is going down.
Right.
America is falling.
Right.
Okay? The great whore. The daughter. Go ahead.
Take the millstones and uncover thy locks.
Right.
Make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered.
That's it. The Lord gonna show all your shit, and it's showing now. Because we out here teaching. We out here, this is a part of that showing. This is the part of your uncovering to bear that leg. The uncovering of your system. You are showing your own bareness, man. Because of the action that your people take. Your own people telling on you. It's in books that your own people written. Your own people tell you that you with the shit that you've done, that your forefathers has done. And your silence makes you complicit. Because you have no care. Because it ain't you. I didn't do it, wasn't me. It wasn't you on this side. But we don't know what you did on the other side. Go ahead.
Thy nakedness shall be
And it is you on this side because you're complacent. You're complicit. You're quiet. You letting it happen. You going on like everything is all good and merry. You at ease. Go ahead.
Thy nakedness shall be uncovered. Yeah, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man.
That's right, man, because you're not going to be met as a man by Yahweh Hashem Shah.
Right.
Because when he met you as a man before, you put him to death.
Come on.
Go ahead.
As for our Redeemer, Yahweh of armies is his name.
That's right.
The Holy One.
Yahweh of armies, man. Okay? El Shaddai. The beginning and the end. Okay? Go ahead.
The Holy One of Israel.
The ancient of days. Yahweh. Where no time exists. Go ahead.
Sit thou silent and get thee into darkness, O daughter of the child.
That's right.
Thou shalt no more be called the Lady of Kingdoms.
Hey, you ain't gonna be, because America is the Lady of Kingdoms now. It's the shit. Everybody wanna come here. Everybody wanna fuck an Edomite woman. Okay? Everybody wanna wear blonde hair. Even though she wear blonde hair and she want a big fat ass like Israelite women. But still everybody wanna be her because here she's the perfection of beauty. Okay? She's what you call today standard of beauty. So-called Negro women got the blonde hair in their hair with the stringy hair and stick. He's gonna have an accident because he want to get past him. His dumb ass don't get there. Somebody can run the corner gonna tear his shit up. How smart is that? That's a nigga. They stupid. My people are solid shit.
Bullish.
All right, go ahead.
Sit thou silent and get thee into darkness, O daughters of childhood. Thou shalt no more be called the Lady of Kings.
That's right, man. Ain't no more jealousy for this shit, man. Go ahead.
I was wrong with my people.
Right.
I have polluted my inheritance.
Look at our people. Look at our women. Like I said, these niggas just ride on the wrong side of the street like a fool. Go ahead.
And given them into thine hand.
Right, and giving you into the hand of who? Esau, man. We're here in the enemy's land. The Lord did it. When we go earlier, we were talking about the Lord pondered upon the minds of men. Whatever being done is done by Yahweh Hashem Shah. Go ahead.
And thou didst show them no mercy.
You ain't give us no mercy. Deuteronomy 28 chapter, man. Hey, would there be night? Hell, Jake can't drive down the goddamn street without worrying about the centurions pull them over, gonna put a bullet in their fucking head. Right. That ain't that easy. That ain't no mercy. Or we gonna give you little crumbs so you can live in your fucking ghettos and the barrios. You call that shit fucking mercy? But we roll around in our BMW smiling at your ass. That's not mercy. That ain't love. You know? Go ahead.
Upon the ancient hast thou
upon the ancient, man. You put hard times upon the ancient men. The 144,000. Hey, Hitler told y'all to touch the apple of the Lord's eye. This nigga ran a red light. The Lord told y'all to touch the apple of the Lord's eye. The Lord's people, you got them in slavery. The only people that's been in slavery in America is the so-called Negroes and the Latino Native Americans. You want to call them fake-ass Jews, the Amalek, the real Jews. But they ain't in captivity. They got you in captivity. Because America ain't nothing but a big-ass prison house anyway.
That's right.
You got the highest
Incarceration.
That's right.
Incarceration
That's right, of all the world. There's more people incarcerated in America than all over the whole fucking earth.
And
And there's more Negroes locked up in the prison systems than there is Negroes in America. How the fuck is that possible? Go ahead.
Upon the
Here we're the lesser people here on this earth, here in America, but yet we make up the most populated people in prison.
But this the land of the free.
But you have freedom, and this is ease. Go ahead.
upon the ancient hast thou been heavenly laid thy yoke.
Upon the ancient have thou laid heavily the yoke. You laid a heavy yoke upon the men of Israel against the real true people of the Lord. You took shit and slapped it in the Lord's face.
Huh?
So he got to get that shit back. Go ahead.
Thou saidst, I shall be a lady forever, so that thou didst not lay these things to thy mind.
Oh, you gonna be a lady forever. So you gonna lay these things to your mind. Let me read that part again.
And thou saidst, I shall be a lady forever, so that thou didst not lay these things.
You ain't had no thought. You don't think, like I said, you at ease. You run around and it don't fucking matter, man. You got your money, cars, houses, homes. It don't matter, man. You can run around Nashville all fucking day long, parading around like everything is great. You don't care. You don't give a fuck. You can wave a smile at a Negro, ride past you on the scooter, think everything is great. Ain't shit good. It ain't all good. Go ahead, bro. You got something to say.
You can imagine, how she said as a lady.
She said it that right. Yeah.
So you can picture a woman in her pride, waving her hair. You know what I'm saying?
Like they do now.
With her super dress on, with the fucking leg up.
Yeah,
You see her leg and shit.
Yep.
She sits up high.
Can't be touched.
With that prideful look, can't nobody fuck with me. I'm the baddest. You know what they say? I'm the baddest bitch on the planet.
Yeah, like that bitch go back to what was that Django?
Yeah.
Where he walked was that Django or was that 12 Years a Slave? One of with a bitch she wouldn't even stand near him. She was a Jake bitch, and then he came in. That was Django, wasn't it? When he came in, and it was Jake. She was fine though, light skinned, blue. And I wonder if she was standing. He walked over to where she was standing at, because she was that Edomite. What's that Esau? What's that nigga name? Leonardo DiCaprio. She was his woman. With his bad witch. And when he walked over, Jake walked over to the table to get a drink. She was like, and she walked. That bitch is private. You know what I'm saying? Hear that bitch in captivity, and she sitting up prideful as fuck. But that's how I see the lady. Because she thought she was a fucking lady.
Huh.
She was a fucking bad witch. You a fucking whore. A fucking slave. Salaki, you ghetto gaggers. You ever seen that shit? You ever seen that ghetto gagger shit? Fuck Esau come take a nigga with him, spit her in her mouth and shit. Take her face and fucking smother it and fuck it. Take a bag, they got bags over their head and call her nigger bitches. That's what the fuck you are, man. That's what happens to them, man. Go ahead, bro.
Neither didst remember the later end of it.
They fucking hung a bitch and was fucking her while she was hanging. Hung the bitch, and had the latter thing, and while the bitch is being hung, and sit up fucking her and shit. And this nigga bitch loving it. Go ahead.
Therefore, hear now this that thou art given to pleasure, that dwellest carelessly.
Hey, so you was giving it to pleasure. We was giving it to you unto pleasure, to your hand. Okay? Go ahead.
That says with thy mind, I am, and none else besides me.
Right.
I shall not sit as a widow, neither shall I know the loss of children.
But you gonna know the loss of children.
That's right.
You gonna sit as a widow, Esau, Idumea, so-called white man, when you actually ran. Okay? Amalek, Chaldees, Babylon, the whore, the city that sit on many waters. What's some other names for you motherfuckers? Many of them. The Lord give you many names. I sent a lady, that's a new name. Go ahead.
But these two things shall come to thee in a moment.
And these two things will come to thee in a moment, man. Just like Damascus, just like Syria now today. That shit came to them in a moment. They ain't know the bombs. This bomb started dropping. Oh shit, and them fucking wrecked their whole fucking city. Now it's a ruinous heat. Go ahead.
But these two things shall come to thee in a moment, in one day. The loss of children,
The loss of children
and widowhood.
and widowhood.
They shall come
Somebody
up.
give me that. The Lord no respect for persons. I can't think of scripture and I'm my mind somewhere else. Go ahead.
They shall come upon thee in their perfection for the multitude of thy sorcery.
Hey, because the multitude of your sorceries, man. The multitude of the shit, the zoom, the wham-whams, the TVs, the mind programming, okay? The philosophies. Go ahead.
And for the great abundance of thine enchantments.
All these, that's all enchantments, man. You know, witchcraft, man. All this, all this money is a witchcraft, man. Money is a part of your witchcraft. Because what does it do? We go back to brother read out of, Genesis 49, man. Hey, Judah's a lying whelp. He's sleeping. He's laying down, man. He's like an old lion because of your enchantments, because of your witchcraft, because of your philosophies, because of what you can be in America, what America can be for the Negro. And it's a fucking graveyard for the Negro.
Huh?
Go ahead.
It's Romans 2 and 12. It's Romans 2 and 11.
That's right.
Romans 2 and 11. For there is no respect of person with the Most High.
The Lord don't give a fuck who or what you want. Even to his own people. Hell, to his own son, we just brought it out. So if he cared less about bruising his son and it pleased him, what the fuck he gonna do to the nations? What do you got coming to you for fucking with the Lord's people? And then telling them that they not the Lord's people. And feeding them lies. Feeding them polluted shit. Go ahead.
And he said, I have polluted my own inheritance. Think about a landfill, man. Think about how much trash and how much bullshit you can find in a landfill, man. I mean, there's no limit to how much garbage is in there. That's Israel today, man.
That's right.
Think about how long we've been in this country, how many captivities we've gone through.
That's right. That's right.
This is 1 John 5 verse 19. We know that we are of the Most High, and the whole world blind and wicked.
That's it, man. Everything about it is all wickedness. There's only nothing. We went through that, I think we some weeks ago, months ago. Nothing but darkness upon this earth, man. Yeah, it looks like it's light, but it's darkness because the people is dark. Okay? Go ahead, go back to finish off. Let's finish that off. That whole chapter, we're going to close out. Y'all can Isaiah 47. It's all right. Let them look. Let them listen. They need it. Isaiah 47. It says to their destruction. You got it?
This is Isaiah chapter 47 verse 10. But thou hast trusted in thy wickedness. Thou hast said, none seeth me. Thy wisdom.
Right, you don't think nobody see it. You know, hey, Esau do some slick shit to you. Oh, like hell, I'ma just use that for an example we dealt with. You know, make it look like I can't get you this package because it won't fit. But nigga, you gonna show me from the middle up. Okay, so I'm still, I'm not about to argue with you about it. Fuck it, nigga, it's on your head. You know what I'm saying? It's cool, I ain't gonna cry about it. Yeah. You know, wicked ass demon, man. So you think nobody know what you doing? You think we can't see and know what you done to our people? You think, see, we not sleep like these niggas is. See, the Lord has woke up a few men that's working for himself.
That's right.
See, we understand and know what has been happening to our people on this earth. We know who we are. We know where we come from. Only a fool know that we don't belong in this fucking land, and neither do you. Go ahead.
But thou hast trusted in thy wickedness. Thou hast said, none seeth me.
Right, you don't think the Lord see you, but the Lord see everything you fucking do. Go ahead.
thy wisdom and thy knowledge. He hath converted.
Yo, all that wisdom your people got, all the wisdom of Amalek, and you still gonna meet destruction. Go ahead. See, that's a nigga with this wicked mind.
And thou hast said, it's thy mother, I am, and none else.
Hold on. This is why niggas are sleeping. This is why our people sleep. That wicked ass vibration. See, you a man of the Lord teaching the word, and Satan come on with that wicked shit through your own people. Loud as fuck. Whether it's Edomite or not. When it's still on niggas, it's still niggas. We saw the niggas. So-called white man's a nigga. He made the nigga. They go back to Amos and Andy. He taught niggas how to be niggas. So it takes one to know one. It takes. He's a nigga. He a nigga. He can't help himself. He probably really is. He look like Esau, but he a nigga. He's Jacob. He Israel. You know he a nigga. Right. Yeah, he was taught by his own people to be what he is.
He hath perverted, and thou hast said, thy mother, I am, and none else beside me. Therefore shall evil come upon thee. Thou shalt not know from whence it runs and mischief.
And that's right, man. So evil gonna come upon you, like the evil came upon Syria today. Damascus and Syria today, evil has came upon Damascus. Syria is in the ruinous heap. You better pay attention because the shit is coming. Hard. Because you're not gonna know when it comes, when it's gonna hit. Just like Syria. Go ahead.
Like the scripture say, measure the time.
Measure thy time, man. And you better wake up out of sleep. Hey, better get your shit prepared. Because why? Hey, that's why you got doomsday preppers. Hey, it's Edomites, they prep. Because they know. They know that this bitch is not gonna last that much longer. And they prepping because they get ready to go into their holes and buckets. That's right. Get ready. Keep your eyes to the sky. Because why? He know the Lord coming. He knows something happening that's about to happen. But everybody else run around this bitch like everything is great.
That Angela chick, she goes, I did a video on her a couple days ago, she watches the chariots.
Yeah.
She sits there with her scope to the sky.
Trying to see,
And she got a whole bunch of chariots all over her fucking chariot.
He saw NASA got a fucking telescope that can see out all up in. That's how they be seeing when they be looking at the moon and they be seeing the chariots. That's why they be seeing them. Because they waiting on them. They know they there. They just waiting on them to enter to the earth.
And when they do, they don't even know because they're in the cloud.
That's right. They cloak. You know? Go ahead.
Therefore shall evil come upon thee.
That's right. Hey, evil gonna come upon this nation. So say Yahweh Hashem Yahushua.
Thou shalt not know from whence it runs and mischief.
Hey, you ain't gonna know where it come from. Why? Because you too busy being out running out Nashville having a good ass time. You ain't gonna see it. You too busy looking down at the ground. But when that fucking missile drop, then you gonna know. You gonna know that, oh shit, them crazy motherfuckers that was standing on the corner, everything they said was real. Oh shit, where they at? Where they at? You ain't gonna be able to find us. Because the Lord gonna have us up somewhere. Go ahead.
And mischief to fall upon
Hey,
thee.
mischief gonna fall upon you, man. Go ahead.
Thou shalt not be able to put it off, and desolation shall come upon thee.
Hey, you ain't gonna be able to stop the shit. Hey, because once the shit hit in motion, which is already done, it's already hit in motion. It's already, once again, Syria is a big ass motion. Okay? Because you can go back to the scriptures and you can read about Syria. And you can see Syria is in a ruinous heap. So you gotta wake up. Look at the signs of the time.
That's cool.
Go ahead.
Which thou shalt not know.
That's it. Hey, man. Go Lord Yahweh. Bashim. Yahushua. Bashim. Kakadash. Double honor, Foster, Elder Great Millstone, Room Teach, Well, Peace, Sanitation, all you occupy 4 corners of the earth. We are Yahweh Shah, sanctified ones. YSO. Hey, Shalom, before.
Shalom.
I ain't gonna go that long.
Hey, man, hey. It's so true.
It's yours, Shalom.
Yeah, fuck.
I can't even sit and chop it up with you.